What's up, everybody? We see y'all in here. Y'all know what's going on. It is the ChewTheFat with Smoove show. We have a very special guest today, which we're going to introduce in just a second. But I want you guys to understand what is going on here today. This is going to be a marvelous show. I want y'all to really jump in and engage. And after we cross the first hour, the second hour will be devoted to answering your questions. I know you guys would just love for me to answer your questions, but no, Dr. Bobbi is going to answer your questions. How about it? So this is what we're going to do. First and foremost, we are going to run the intro. You know. We here. We got a special guest today. A very special guest today. We were very excited to do this interview, and I'm going to allow our very special guest to introduce themselves. Who are you?
Hello. My name is Dr. Bobbi. I'm a celebrity orthodontist from Brooklyn, New York, and normally when I come on podcasts, this is the way I speak, but this is Trev Smoove, and he's from where I'm from. So it's like, Trev, what up?
Here we go.
Trev, what up? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. We got you.
But no, I am Dr. Bobbi. I'm coined the celebrity orthodontist. I have a practice in Brooklyn, one in Philadelphia, right here. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In North Philadelphia.
Shout to Philly.
I do a lot of things that we're going to touch on, but I am definitely a serial entrepreneur. My latest baby is the Big Mouth Toothbrush. Some of you guys have probably heard of it. If you don't already have it, I'm not really sure what rock you've been living under, but it's the latest and the best advance in oral health care right now.
Nice. Yeah, we are. I hope y'all saw some of these clips, but if y'all don't know, we have the links in the description, right?
Yeah.
It is the Big Mouth Toothbrush.
Big Mouth.
Yes, and
this is vitamin water.
Yeah, it's a good one. So y'all might want to go ahead and do that. We're gonna get into all that does and everything. Let's start out with a little bit of you. Mm-hmm. How did it all start out for you? We're gonna go all the way back.
All right, let's
to your childhood. Let's start right there because we heard you from Hooterville. It's for those of y'all who don't know what Hooterville is. That is the Velsburg section of Newark, New Jersey. That's where she started. Even though I heard her keep screaming Brooklyn, I don't know what's up with that. But
I mean, let me tell you what's up with that.
Go ahead.
So basically, okay. First and foremost, Pep, you can sound off on this. We don't meet. When people say they're from Newark, a lot of times it's Weekway section.
Okay.
A lot of times.
Okay.
I heard he was from Velsburg. I was like, I'm doing this show tomorrow. Like, he went to Westside High School.
Yes, sir. Yes. I went to Westside. Graduated in 97. That's how old I am.
So you're right. So it was like, yo, I'm doing this show tomorrow. But no, yes, I am definitely from Newark, New Jersey. Born in Newark, New Jersey. But I've been in Brooklyn for so long, and I built my life there. So that's why you hear Brooklyn. My entire life is, yes, I raised my daughter there. Like, I'm born in Newark, so I always represent it. I know, born in Newark, I still represent it, but that my life is in Brooklyn. So that's why it's like,
Okay, I'm gonna let you keep going. I just had to stop you there.
So born in Newark, youngest of 8.
It was 8 of y'all?
It was 8 of us.
Sheesh.
Not only just 8, but it was more than 8 because I have a mother that is like more than Big Mama. You know who everybody got a Big Mama, right?
Mama, yeah.
Big Mama takes care of everybody's kids.
Big Mama take care of everybody.
So we always had cousins of cousins, friends, everybody who didn't have a home when I was younger was raised in my house.
Wow.
And it sounds crazy to say, but we already had a bunch of us there. So it was like it didn't even like faze us, the fact that there were just a couple more here and there. But so that was Newark. When I graduated from high school, went to Drexel University here in Philly.
Okay.
Yep, did 4 years here.
You beat up on the whole tri-state, didn't you?
I damn sure did, but listen to this. Finished, as soon as I finished Drexel, I went to Howard, the real HU, and I want y'all to sound off. Hampton, get out of here. The real HU. And I went there for 4 years for my dental degree. And then I moved straight to Brooklyn to do my residencies, and I've been there ever since.
We're going to just back it up for just a second, because you said it was 80 y'all. I want to kind of get into that for a second, because that had to have been kind of tight, right? It was 6 of us in my house, and I know things were tight sometimes, right? So how was that growing up in a house with 8 kids, right?
There were 8 kids. There were 5 boys, and this is the crazy part. I don't know how your family is such situated in terms of how many girls, how many boys, and what age they are. My mom had all the boys.
Gotcha.
And then had her first girl and couldn't stop. So she had 5 boys, and then had my older sister, and then just spit out me and my sister. My other
just like that?
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
So she had kids, so she couldn't have any kids anymore. And basically, where do you fall in your?
I'm like in the
age?
middle. I'm mostly in the middle.
Do you have younger sisters?
I have there's only one sister. There was 5 boys. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I had two that are older, two that are older that are close in age, like
Right.
maybe, about a year and a half, and then I got 2 that are younger, which are about the same spread. But my difference is like big, like between the older siblings, it's like the closest one is like 6, and then I got 4 in between the 2 younger ones. So I kind of felt like I was in the middle. I didn't go to school with anybody. You know,
right? Nobody was in high school with you.
None of that.
Okay. So for me, being the youngest, my older siblings, a couple of my older siblings were in high school together, but me and my sister Pep, we were in everything together because we're only 1 grade apart.
Gotcha. Yeah,
right?
y'all right behind each other.
Exactly. But if you can imagine, not you can't. But for the listeners, for the listeners, if you guys are females and you can imagine having 5 older brothers. I'm sorry, 4 older brothers. You have an older sister, but imagine having 4 older brothers in the house with you. There isn't really much you can do, especially other than play in the house.
Wow.
You know what I mean? My brothers are super protective. They were super protective until they're still super protective.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so it's like
I understand it. I understand it though.
It's like that. I've always been surrounded with a lot of love. We're super close.
That's a good thing.
Yes, we're all in the same chat. Even as we all graduated and went to different colleges. Some of us went to college, so most of us went to college. So we're still in the same chat, and we still have a call every Sunday with all of my siblings. Thank God, gratitude with my parents.
Okay.
And we talk every Sunday.
Nice. So the reason why I wanted you to kind of bring that up, because it's like humble beginnings, right? Do you feel like growing up in the struggle, and you know how like the inner city, you lived in Newark.
Richelieu Terrace.
Yes.
South Orange Avenue.
Yes, that's right. That's right around there. That's right around there. And I grew up on Ivy Street, right off of Stuyvesant, so you already know. Yeah,
no, definitely humble beginnings. Like definitely humble beginnings. My mom, she divorced my father when I was about 2, and she took all of us and made a way. She ended up going to nursing school. She worked for Eastern Airlines. So back in the day, before it was Continental turned into something else, whatever. She worked for Eastern Airlines, and she did that full time while she was raising us and going to nursing school.
Oh, damn.
So my mom eventually became a registered nurse. And took care of us, and we moved from the week wake section.
Okay.
Yep. To Richelieu Terrace, so that was kind of like an upgrade, even though it was still a hood. But yeah, like we just had a lot of fun, man. I just remember being young, with all of us, in the living room where we'd have to kind of entertain ourselves.
Got it.
It didn't
and
take
I understand
much.
that.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't take much.
And you know what? The reason why I really brought that up is because that kind of. I grew up with humble beginnings too. My parents worked like crazy, right? They worked like crazy, but it was just tough, right? They were immigrants, so they didn't have exactly the same opportunities.
Where
because
they from?
Our heritage is from Guyana, South America. So yeah, so but they showed me work ethic. You know what I mean? And I felt like I would have been letting them down if I didn't do better than they did, right? And my children are supposed to do better than me.
Absolutely.
So it inspired me just to watch their work ethic and everything. But the struggle, it definitely was some struggles. And I'm like, damn, I want to make sure my kids have better opportunities, which my parents did an excellent job faced with the circumstances they were. But I'm like, it's my job to step it up a notch. And I feel like that. Do you agree that motivates you?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, knowing that your family came from Guyana and being raised in Ivy Hill, when we were younger, they're like the majority of the people that were not from America, it was even more of a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember at Sacred Heart, like there were Jamaicans, there were Haitians, there were, people that were from other countries, and it was even harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we were all basically at the same socioeconomic level.
Yeah.
But when you go to school, kids are mean.
Yes, they are.
when there's something that's foreign,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you know
saying?
what? Yeah,
None of us had anything,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like you come there
And
with an
that-
accent, it's like,
Yeah. Fortunately, I mean, I was born here, so I didn't have to
Yeah.
deal with that whole accent
Oh,
thing.
okay.
My older siblings did, though.
Okay.
They snapped out of it quick. They picked up relatively quick, but it's a little bit of a struggle. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
But we worked through it, and I feel like everybody's doing so much better now.
Definitely.
We all are doing well in our own individual, unique ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to see what was it that actually inspired you to be an entrepreneur, right? Because I understand that, going into dental field seems like the right thing to do, but then you said, I'm going to step it up a notch. I want to be an entrepreneur. What made you want to take it to that level? Yeah.
okay. So I think that, like with any extremely motivated person,
Okay.
you're not going to be content with anything that's average. So, for example, my initial motivation when I came out of high school, I'm like, I just need to just get a degree. Let me get a college degree.
Got it.
Once I got that, it's like, okay, what can I do now? Okay, I had a biology degree, or I was getting a biology degree before I graduated. I'm like, all right, I have this, but I don't want to go to medical school. I don't want to be, and I loved biology. Like,
Okay.
I loved biology. Didn't like chemistry too much, not really like an organic chemistry person. But it's like, what can I do with this? Do I want to get my PhD in biology? No, because I don't want to shoot up lab rats all my life, right? So and do testing and things like that.
Yeah,
so I was like,
yeah,
okay, let
yeah.
me. And I didn't want to go to medical school because I don't deal with death. I'm a very sentimental person,
Oh.
despite what other people think.
I'm too
a
squeamish.
very-
I'm way too squeamish to deal with anything in the medical field. I'll be honest about it. Like,
I can deal with blood. I can deal with blood,
can't.
but I can't deal with death and
Okay.
having to, like, that's crazy to me. So I was like, oh no, I can't do that. So let me try my hand at dentistry because I really did always like teeth. Because
Got
I
it.
felt like, even when I was dating and stuff and like in college, I'm like, if somebody has bad teeth, I don't care what you're given. I can't deal with you. So it's like, let me try to help people have better smiles. On whatever that looks like. So let me try my hand at dentistry. So I applied to dental schools my junior year of Drexel. Got into Howard. I went to the school that gave me the most money, but Howard turned out to be an amazing institution, and I went through with that.
Nice.
Once I was done, right, because everybody's like, okay, general dentistry. And I know a lot of dentists probably would never say this, but the disciplines in dentistry that I actually like to do, like cleanings and fillings, you don't make a lot of money just doing that as a general dentist.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So
Well, you have to specialize.
Yeah, you have to do like root canals and like bridges and dentures and stuff that I was just like, okay, I don't want to spend my life doing that. I knew that
Gotcha.
then.
Yeah.
So I graduated and I was like, let me do a residency.
Okay.
A residency is something that in Brooklyn or wherever you go to. A residency is where you go to get more experience in whatever you're doing,
Gotcha.
right? Whether it's medical, whether it's you're an eye doctor, whatever. So I'm like, let me go learn more about the hands-on treatments of dentistry, so I can get because in dental school we don't get a lot of clinical experience. We get some, but not a lot. Like,
Okay.
so we learn about it, but we don't do it. We don't do it.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, let me do a residency so I can actually do it to see what I want to do.
Yeah.
And this is what I preach to people that are going through dental school.
Gotcha.
I'm like, listen, do a residency because you learn things by the book in dental school, just like with a lot of disciplines.
Yeah.
You learn things by the book, but until you do
it,
and
you don't
get
know what you're doing.
you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So do a residency to actually see. So what I did was, I graduated from Howard, went to Kings County,
Okay.
level 1 trauma hospital. Didn't know what I was getting into.
Oh, man.
Stepped into that, and I was exposed to every discipline of dentistry. They threw me right in there.
So you did.
Absolutely.
You did orthodontics.
I did orthodontics.
Perio,
I did perio. I did endo. Listen. They put us on call. So when you're on call, right? You spend the night in the hospital and you take care of emergency situations. The first night I was on call at Kings County Hospital, I sewed up because the quote unquote oral surgeon resident was a little too shaky to do it. I sewed up a lip.
Got a super chat from Relationship Talk with Cheese podcast. What did he say? Oh, damn. He didn't give a comment with it. That's fine. No, you get.
But he came through.
But shout the show and love. We appreciate you here for it. Appreciate you. Not to cut you up, but the super chats break through. Y'all better pass some questions on there. Because we'll answer those too before we get into it. And again, the second hour, we're going to go into a lot of different things. I want y'all to understand that we're just kind of slow walking it right now, but we're going to get into a bit of everything. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship for those people who are interested in this field and would like to know a little bit about it, or just entrepreneurship in general, because I'm sure you've had a lot of challenges and different things that you could probably educate people on, right?
Definitely.
So we're going to make sure it's extremely informative, and we want those questions. We want y'all to come. We're going to open up the video chat in a little while, then the descriptions and the links, so you'll be able to click on that and jump in. We're also going to even talk about how oral health affects your overall health, and we're going to talk about dating, because we don't ever get through a podcast without dating talk. So we're going to get into that. But for now, I want to know a little bit of how did you get onto Shark Tank? What was that about?
Okay, so before I talk about Shark Tank, let me just talk about the toothbrush just a little bit. Okay. Let
us know about it. Let's know the Big Mouth Toothbrush. The Big Mouth Toothbrush. How did you actually decide to do that?
We spoke a little bit about my family and us being on the call every Sunday. Remember I told you I had that call every Sunday with my family? That's what sparked the name of the Big Mouth Toothbrush. So in my practice, I've been practicing for a while now, right? I've been practicing for a while in Brooklyn before I opened up the Philadelphia office. And I noticed that there was a higher prevalence of gingivitis and periodontal disease. Now, pause for a second. I'm an orthodontist, right? I'm an orthodontist. Most orthodontic practices have minimal, if not any, adults in their practice. My practice is the exception because I have 50% adults and 50% adolescents, right? So when I'm doing these studies, I'm actually looking at adults and adolescents, teens, and kids. So got with my hygienist. I have a group of hygienists, and I'm like, listen, what are we doing? Like, it's not just these little kids that have braces and they're not brushing. There's a higher prevalence of gingivitis and periodontal disease. So what are we going to do? That in combination with the fact that I personally did not like the fact that the latest advances in electronic toothbrushes were getting smaller and smaller. How many of y'all had seen that? Well, in the last 5 to 10 years, all of the brushes were getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how is that helping?
Sonic Care.
Yes, like how am I? Don't name any names. But it's like, how is that helping the issue that I'm seeing, right? And I personally didn't like using them, and they're so small. So I'm like, okay, I want to develop a toothbrush. We get on the call. I talk to my family. I'm talking to my siblings. I'm like, yo, I want to create a toothbrush that's wider so that when you put it in your mouth, it's covering more surface. Like, how am I going to do this? So we bounced a few ideas off of each other. My brother James was like, you know what? Because I have a big mouth, When I'm younger, my mom called me Mighty Mouth. I talk a lot. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that somebody said that about me? No way.
No way.
No way.
That was a lie.
No way.
No way.
There's no way. So it came up. They're like, you can't call it. They're like, you can't call it Mighty Mouth. He's like, call it Big Mouth. I was like, you know what? When people say you have a big mouth, it's usually something negative. But a lot of us have big mouths, and because of those big mouths, we've been able to do what we do. So it's like, you know what? Big Mouth, no shame. And that's what I called it.
Nice.
So that's where the name came from. Then I've always been a very proactive person. So within weeks after that phone call was in early 2021.
Okay.
Right? Early 2021, somewhere around there. After that phone call, I went right to work and I started researching engineers that could help me put it together. Because I might be an orthodontist and I might be an entrepreneur, but I'm not an engineer. I don't know how to put a toothbrush together. I just know what I want.
Got it.
So I got my team together and we went.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Now, I want to get into that in a second. Let me just throw this.
Yep, and then we can talk about Shark Tank. Okay.
Let me move this and make it a little bigger so I can see it. Me and my glasses needing self real quick.
Yeah, y'all, come on in. Let them know I'm on live.
Appreciate the super chat.
We are at Treb Smoove Podcast in Philadelphia. That's where we are.
Here we go. Let me pull that over here. All right. Relationship Talk with G's podcast. Smoove, you're not going to believe this. So your boy met someone today. She's an orthodontist.
Was it me?
Is
she
What
black?
the odds of that?
Is she a black female? If she's a black female, I probably know her because it's less than 1%.
Really?
Like, it's super rare.
Let me ask you, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
So, why do I think that it's so select percentage of orthodontists is so low, or dentists? Because black female dentists, that's super low, and orthodontists is even lower.
Really?
Why? I am the only black female orthodontist in Brooklyn with my own practice.
Really?
Yes, there's one other, and she has she's partnered.
Oh man.
So no, it's very, very rare. I think there are a couple of different factors that
yeah, let's get in there.
What
do you think?
Number one, I think that there needs to be more programs for younger black females going into science and technology.
Yeah, they don't get into STEM.
Right, get into STEM. There needs to be more,
Yeah.
right? But a lot of STEM, they're going to engineering. A lot of them going to engineering. A lot of them don't do dentistry. I think there needs to be something specific for dentistry.
Gotcha.
And I've actually tried to partner with other black dentists. We're in a chat together where we're trying to get something like that together, where we're catering to adolescents and people that are in kids that are in high school. That's the number one thing. Another thing is, I honestly feel like even in dental school, they kind of deter you from specializing. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, why?
Because it's super selective. So they have you go through dental school, and it's already hard to get in. Once you're in, they try to make you feel that it's a comfortable situation to just be a dentist. And I don't want to say just be a dentist, because being a dentist is amazing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, that's amazing.
But why would they direct everybody over there? Flood one side of the industry.
There's no motivation. There's no motivation. There was no one that motivated me to be an orthodontist. It was me that did the residency and got the experience, and then I'm like, okay, let me apply. Now, less than 1% of graduates from any dental school get into orthodontics. It's a highly competitive.
Damn.
So much so
I didn't know it was that crazy.
What?
That is crazy.
Let me tell you something real quick, Trev. The program that I went through my orthodontic programs and my program at Maimonides, I'm still the only black person that's been through there.
What?
It's super selective. A lot of people don't know this. I'm still the only black person that has gone through that orthodontic program. Pediatrics, there's been black people through there, but I'm still the only black person that has ever been through my orthodontic program. They accept 2 per year.
Damn.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
Damn.
So I'm not sure how to change it, but that's why you don't see many of us. So your boy that said he saw.
You probably know exactly who she is.
I'm like, who is she? Give me that name, please. Name drop. I want to shout her out now.
He said literally met her before. I'll put it up here because he put 2 super chats. So I'll give him one for free.
Yeah, whoever she is, I would love to.
Literally met her before the show. I just got done working by a car off of her. We were talking for a long time. He done bagged a shout to you for going.
I would love to know who that is.
Shout to you for being on your grind.
Okay, sound effects.
We appreciate you. Definitely shout to you for the super chats. So
AB Books, I need to holler at you tomorrow. Tomorrow there is a book fair in Philadelphia. You got to be there.
And I want y'all to definitely support. Those links are in the chat. below. Definitely check her Instagram out. Her social media links are in there. And I also surely want you to get that Big Mouth toothbrush.
I wish I
From what I saw, it's amazing.
I can't believe
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna send you one. I'm gonna send you one so that your next one
there.
you can show it to
yeah,
people.
no, I'll put it up there for sure.
Yeah.
But from what I saw, describe it a little bit, because I know it had 5 different speeds. I saw there was whitening on there.
Yep. So the Big Mouth toothbrush it started out as an electronic toothbrush. All right. Now it's sonic. So the difference between an electronic toothbrush and a sonic toothbrush is the amount of vibrations that the toothbrush gives per minute. So electronic, the maximum is 10,000 per minute. My sonic toothbrush vibrates at 50,000.
50,000 rotations per
minute.
minute.
But I want to be clear. A lot of people think that Sonic is a brand. They're like, oh, the Sonic toothbrush. No. Sonic is a type of toothbrush. So you might have like Philips Sonic or Oral Care Sonic or Oral-B Sonic, whatever. The Big Mouth toothbrush has a Sonic toothbrush, and it's the black one, and it's amazing, and it's upgraded, not just because it's black. It's not better just because it's black. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam.
It's not
just better because it's black, but it's better because the quality is better and it's more intense. So the head of the toothbrush is 1.5 times the size, the width of the average toothbrush, which makes it so that, and it's patented.
Oh, snap.
It makes it so that it's when you place it in your mouth, it feels like a spa in your mouth. When you place that toothbrush in your mouth, you're hitting your upper gums, lower gums, upper teeth, lower teeth, all at the same time. So it gives you that spa feeling. It makes you want to brush your teeth. But yes, as Trev said, there are 5 settings that all of them are geared towards whatever your healthcare needs are. So it's like whitening, there's polish, there's, cleaning. So when you try them out, holler at me. Let me know what you think. Because it's amazing. It's like no other toothbrush.
Okay. Now we're going to get to that Shark Tank business. Business. How did you get to the point where you even applied? What made you want to do it? Because I know you were killing it. From what I saw, you had already sold like 60,000 units before you even got to them cats, right?
Yes. So what happened was... What had happened was, no, I launched Big Mouth in January of 2022.
Okay. That was recent.
Yeah, 2022. It's a baby. I launched it in January 2022. Shark Tank has always been my favorite show, and I always wanted to go on there. But I knew that, and I've watched like all the episodes. So,
Got you.
So I knew going on there, I had to have some sort of numbers, because Shark Tank is the type of show that when you go on there, you can go on there with an idea. Like you don't have to have an actual product. You can go on there with an idea. But a lot of times they don't.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, okay, let me go on there with some numbers. So 6 months after I launched it, I had 6 months worth of numbers. I was like, okay, let me apply. I applied in July. They replied to me in August. And they worked me up. I went through there are a lot of levels.
Okay.
Went through all the levels, right? So they hit you up. They're like, okay, we like your product.
Yeah.
And then they say, okay, do like an 11-minute pitch.
Okay.
Where's the camera?
Which one you want?
Whichever
one.
You
got that? Go right there.
Look.
Talk to them.
They told me to make an 11-minute pitch. Do you know how long that is? An 11-minute
That's
pitch.
Crazy. That's
an
crazy.
11-minute pitch. So I did it.
That would have been hella demoing.
That was the first.
That would have been hella demoing.
Word. So that was the first, the ground zero. It was like, okay, 11-minute pitch. And then as you go through the different levels, you either pass or you don't. It's very uncertain. Long story short, I pitched to the Sharks in September of that same year.
Okay.
I pitched that year. But after you pitch, you're all happy. You're like, oh my God, they flew me out here. I pitched. And I got a deal. So I'm like, okay, I got a deal. But just because you get a deal does not mean it's going to air.
Oh, snap.
Just because you went there to pitch in front of them does not mean that you're going to get that publicity that you need.
Gotcha.
Have you seen the show?
I have.
So
I watched your entire segment. I saw you got your deal with Barbara.
I did.
Yeah. And what's the name almost was about to do it, but then she kind of cut his throat at
swooped
like the last
in and
minute.
did it, and I was
'Cause
so
he was thinking
happy.
about it. He was thinking about it.
He was giving me a
I
hard
kind of want to play
time.
it. Did you you ever try to play it and get like an issue playing it or no? Did you ever get an issue playing it?
Playing what? What you mean?
The actual video?
No,
You did not?
no, playing it. Just like to see it? No.
Yeah. No, like putting it, posting it.
Oh
on,
yes. So
YouTube.
so what you have to do is, so as soon as so my episode aired in March of 2023. And it was so weird because some of the people that I was there at the studio with, they pitched.
All right, so I got a 1 minute clip here that I kind of can do. Let me see something. I might be able to do this. We'll see. I'll try. Let's see. Y'all gonna have to y'all got me going in my bag right now. Let me I'm gonna try and play that. I kind of
You can play the clips that I've posted, but you can't play the full clip of the.
Yeah. I only have like I got a minute of it that I kind of, you saw the one that I kind of chopped
Yeah,
up, right?
that's fine.
Let me see if I can find it. That is, let's see. Downloads, let's search. I think I'll be able to do it. I want to do that. Let's see. All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll try it.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Open.
Sharks. There is a huge problem that affects 50% of the world's population. We're talking about gum disease. Most people don't know that your mouth is key to your overall health. Your mouth is the gateway between your heart and your...
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I done cut us off. Trying to be cute and switch the angle.
Most of you guys I've seen.
Doing too much.
So right. I was going to show you the
Doing
clip,
too
but
much.
most of you guys have seen this. He's going to show a clip of my Shark Tank.
We're going to do it again. We're going to run it back. It's
All right,
only a minute, guys. It's only a minute, guys.
All right, so I'm going to
try to switch
There is a huge problem that affects 50% of the world's population. We're talking about gum disease. Most people don't know that your mouth is key to your overall health. Your mouth is the gateway between your heart and your mind. And
Did you
most
guys
people
notice
don't
that I
even
said
realize
heart and mind
how
opposite?
easily infection
No, they did because they came for me on
patients
YouTube, but it was
are
fine.
2
It was just
to
like, all right, I was
3
nervous.
at a higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease and stroke. Now, sharks, who
We're
wouldn't
going to talk about
want
that in a minute, too.
this state-of-the-art spot in your mouth dynamic toothbrush?
Close, Kevin. It's close.
Very close. You know what it is? I'm struggling
It's
with
close,
the fluency
Kevin.
because I know this is
Kevin
going to
almost
take.
I'll take that deal.
Yeah, Barbara. Yes.
Yeah. So you got the deal. Shout to you for getting it. You definitely get an ultra combo here. Let's go.
Listen, I was
For real.
I was fighting for it. I'm like, I'm not leaving
And the
without it.
hacksaw Jim Duggan. She got a Shark Tank
I'm
deal,
not
man.
leaving
She
without
got
it.
a Shark Tank deal,
I'm not without
bruh.
it.
What's up?
You guys have no idea. What she said there was what she repeated all day, every day.
She had to
day.
rehearse it.
For weeks.
For
I
weeks?
put it out there, yes.
No,
Like
but
you
your
said.
energy, your presentation, I understand why you would have to do that because when people don't understand, public speaking is a different thing, man. Like you have
It
to really
is.
prepare for it.
Yeah.
I had to get acclimated to be able to do it. I normally go off the top and everything, but it's like you
Something
still
like
have
that,
to.
yeah.
Some things that I do, like my shorts and stuff, you have to rehearse it because you don't want to mess up. When you're presenting it to people who never saw you before, you got to
Right.
do it right. And they never saw
Absolutely.
you before. And this is like a one-shot deal.
One shot deal.
Yeah, so you had to execute.
And when
It
you
wasn't
go, no, there's no do-overs.
No,
There's
no,
do-overs.
none of that.
They literally like when you're walking out there, it's one time. So the clip you showed, or even what
I
they
took
showed
most
on,
of the music out too, so it's probably gonna be cool.
No, but my whole clip that they showed was probably about maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But I was standing there for about 30 minutes.
Oh wow!
Yes, and what another thing they don't really show you is you walk out
That's
there.
crazy.
For those of you that want to try Shark Tank.
Is that like nerve wracking? Oh my god!
You think? So walked out there, and then you stand. You stand at the X, and all the sharks are watching you. They're watching you for about 60 seconds. That's the longest 60 seconds of your life.
Yeah, I can
and I'm
imagine the
standing there like
pressure.
this.
I can imagine the pressure.
Yo, and then
I
somebody
can imagine the pressure.
somebody
I know
says,
it's crazy.
go, just like that. They say
Yeah.
go, and you're like, hi, I'm Dr. Bobbi. Da, 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 da. Like you just
Damn.
have to go. And then when you're done, you sit there. But before you can finish, because these are real sharks. These are real sharks. So what they don't show you, what they show you is one question at a time.
Gotcha.
That's
They're
not how
going
it is.
hard. They're bombarding
constantly-
you with questions, right?
So you have to be selective on the questions that you're going to answer.
Oh,
because
wow.
that's what's going to be aired. And so what I did was, as the questions started coming, they started asking me questions before I even finished my spiel.
Ooh.
So I said,
Damn.
So if you watch
That
my
is nasty. So
no,
they're sitting here cutting you off.
I didn't let them cut me off.
Okay.
So when they're giving me the questions, I'm answering them according to, what the rest of my pitch was. So
Got
I'm
it.
like, you're gonna let me finish
Okay.
the pitch. So if you watch at the end of my pitch, I go, yes. If you saw, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
because I said everything I wanted to say, and I was like, okay, yes. Now I'm ready for whatever you want. I did
Got
that,
it.
yes, for me moment,
Got it.
and then I'm like, I'm ready for whatever you want.
Wow. So, what did you think your odds were of actually landing a deal?
No,
when
I
you
was
were
getting
first
a
going?
deal.
Oh, you wasn't playing.
I was
you
getting a
said you was
deal.
getting a
I know
deal.
my product is amazing. I know that I put a lot into it. And I know that my pitch was great. Like, I don't even
Yeah.
want to toot my own horn, but it was like this literally is revolutionizing oral health care. This is not something they've heard
Understood.
before. I knew
Nah,
they've never had a
that
toothbrush
definitely-
on there.
That definitely
Like,
is absolutely original.
Yeah.
I definitely see that being
wasn't playing
original for
no
sure.
games.
So, whew. Now, how did that deal go? Because I know you were explaining it before. I saw you explaining it. Explain how it goes
man, there's some stuff I
the
can't
aftermath.
say.
Whatever you can say. Whatever you can say. Right?
so I can say that Barbara's my partner.
Gotcha.
I can also say that the deal that was publicized is not the deal I got because I had issues with the royalty.
Okay.
But I can say she's my partner.
Gotcha. Okay. And his work is doing well right now, right?
It's doing amazing. It's doing amazing. We are direct to consumer right now. My partner is against the whole retail thing because retail is like
It's very competitive, and there's some
it's
big dogs in the
competitive.
industry, right?
No, there are, but the thing is, like, well, when I say retail, for me, I wouldn't say like we're gonna go to Target or no, it would be more like a Bloomingdale's because I have a very exclusive product.
It is. Like I saw you had it was a dude advertising a pink one, and everything. The dude, the husky
Yeah.
dude, you make them in pink, or was that customized?
So the electronic toothbrush, the original one that I came out with, we came out in white. I
Okay.
did a limited edition for Breast Cancer Awareness Month because I'm a survivor.
Oh,
I went.
okay.
So I did a limited edition pink toothbrush. So certain people got those and they sold
Okay.
out really quickly.
Wow.
But I no longer make either one of those.
I'm gonna tell you, throw it in rose gold. Promise you. Throw it in
So
rose.
we had
Throw
the
it in
white
rose
with the
gold.
with the rose gold. But you know what? We have a limited edition coming out this year. It's a platinum one.
Platinum.
Yeah, it's a platinum.
Platinum.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I have to send you the pictures, but no, we're dropping that in June. But yeah, the black one is just it's out of control. Like it's out of
Yeah, I
control.
gotta see
It's
how that
coming off
goes.
shelves, yeah.
I gotta see how that
No,
goes.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm mad at myself for not.
I'm gonna get the platinum one. Hold on, I'm gonna get the platinum one.
I'm playing. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
No, you got it. No, you got it. I'm joking.
Look,
You got
I'm an advertiser too. I can't help it, especially if it worked. You know what I'm saying? It looked
No,
like
I'm
it worked.
sending
It
it.
looked like it
It
worked. So
works.
that joint do
It
what it do.
overworks. It overworks.
Okay. I'm big into oral care too, right?
Yeah.
Like I actually had to do ortho, but I waited till I was grown.
Wait a minute.
Because
You had braces?
I had braces.
Wait,
my
what?
teeth, yeah,
Like
my teeth
braces,
was crazy. Braces. I
Like-
had a gap that was like half an inch. Yeah, I did.
I think that gaps compliment people.
Really?
Orthodontists
Nah,
will
son.
never say this.
Let me tell you
Orthodontists
something.
will never say this. I think that certain gaps compliment people.
Hold on, I gotta stop you right there.
Yep.
Listen, my pimp game went like shoo. Like, I'm retired now, but I'm gonna just tell you right now. Listen. I know what you're saying, but what I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, get your teeth straight. Get your teeth straight. Get your teeth straight. And you short stopping yourself right now talking about gaps. Listen, tell them to straighten. You taking money out your own pocket.
I'm actually not because the people that come in my office that want me to close the gap, and this is super crazy to hear, but I'm being 100% honest. I will start to close their gap. Come in and close the gap. But they always want me to leave it open.
A little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Because as soon as
okay.
I've had so many patients
Like,
close it and they want me to open it just a
straight
little bit.
hand, like that type stuff, or like
No, not that wide.
Okay,
Like
Jay Leno?
They start out that way,
Like
but then
Jay
I
Leno?
close it and they still want a little bit.
kind of like a Jay Leno.
No, smaller.
Smaller than that? Like,
they want me to close it.
Okay.
So they want me to close this till about 2 millimeters.
I can understand it having a bit of character, but I'm gonna just tell you, man.
You
keep
close
it
yours
straight.
all the way?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, you got a permanent retainer up back there.
Yeah. How you know? Oh yeah. What am
That's
I
the
doing?
way it stays. Did he say how you know? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Did he just ask me how I know? Did he just ask me how I know?
Yeah, permanent. Okay, so
How do I know?
is
How do I
that
know?
normal? Am I
How do I
supposed
know?
am I supposed to have a retainer for the rest of
No,
my life?
you have to. If
I
it's
have to.
if you
Yeah,
have
because
a-
it was severe. It was out of control.
Well, not just severe.
I
It's
wish I could
probably
find a picture.
hereditary.
If I find a picture. Yeah, it is.
If it's
It is.
if there's a gap that's
Then that
hereditary.
means that's within your bone structure, right?
Exactly. So no matter what, it's gonna want to open.
I have to wear it for the rest of my life.
It's an insurance policy to keep it closed, so you don't come back in my office like,
Yeah.
it'll be back up again.
So how do wait? Here's a good question about that because
It's open. Now what am I
This is
doing?
a question. So what happens when you have it for like a long time? What are you supposed? Did you go get another
This?
one? No, the retainer.
the retainer you have?
Yeah.
No, just keep it clean. It should last. Your orthodontist.
Forever.
Yes,
In-
but your orthodontist should have given you also a removable retainer. You're supposed to get both.
Oh.
You should
Wait.
get both because
I
even
just
though
got
they,
a plastic one that's kind of like.
no, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as
You
you
wear
have
it
both.
overnight, and then wait.
You had a good orthodontist.
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't me.
guess. But wait.
So let's stop
So
talking
wait a
about
minute.
it.
No.
No.
I just want to know, like,
I'm
how? So
playing.
wait. What if you don't like it anymore, and you're like, you know what? I had this for like a decade. Should you get another one? You never have to change it. It's okay.
You never have to change it as long as it doesn't break. Like, why would you change it if you're keeping it clean and you get your regular cleaning, so there's no buildup
Damn,
around
I was
it?
hoping you was about to tell me some news that was
No.
like,
No.
I'm kind of disappointed now because I really thought for a second that I was
That you had
about
to
to get
replace
some.
it?
No, that I was gonna find a solution that I would never have to wear it like overnight for the rest of my life.
Nah,
I really
it's
would.
forever.
I've been wearing it for more than a decade. I'm like, damn, it's never ending. I'm like,
No, it's never ending.
You know, like you could feel it in the daytime, like trying to run away from each other. Like, damn, yeah, that's my life right now. Like, they're running away from each other as we speak. They're running away right now.
You take that off, they won't run away faster. You take it off, they're gonna run away a lot faster.
I know. I'm doing, but at least I was happy to be able to do it overnight. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But that helps. That it's not like all day every day because that was killing me. I almost threw it away a couple times. Like,
Oh, yeah.
because you know you take it out when you go to the fast food spot and then
I'll
you're
tell you a
like,
secret.
I almost threw it out.
If you skip a night, it's all right.
Oh yeah, I learned that. I learned
I
that.
know you did.
And sometimes it'll feel a little funny putting it in, but the next day, but then you'll get it. It's a little better. I know.
All right.
So wait.
Yes.
Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how oral health is directly tied to overall health and wellness in general.
Okay. Oral health is directly related to your overall health. All right. If you have heart disease, if you develop periodontal disease. So let me just explain what periodontal disease is.
Go ahead.
So what periodontal disease is, so a lot of you out there, when you go to your dentist and your dentist says, oh, you need a deep cleaning, or you need us to numb up certain areas in your mouth in order to go beneath the gums to get the calculus out. That means that you're in either the beginning, middle, or end stages of periodontal disease. Periodontal disease means that you've gone beyond gingivitis, and the bacteria has started to eat away at the roots of your teeth, right?
Damn.
So if it started to eat away at the roots of your teeth, when you get a regular cleaning, which is like above your gums, it's not helping. So you've got to go beneath the gums to release everything. So in order to do that, you have to get numbed up. You go beneath the gums. There are risks involved with that. To go beneath the gums, there's a lot of bleeding involved. It's a more invasive procedure. If you have calculus on your teeth and we're going beneath the gums, and you don't know much about your medical or your overall health, that process can lead to, if you don't get it cleaned, can lead to heart disease. It could potentially lead to strokes. And it can also lead to aneurysms.
So wait a minute. Are y'all listening to this?
No, it's real.
Are y'all listening to
It's
this?
real. It's real.
Wait, let me make sure they listen to
And
this.
then we'll talk about the mental issues after.
Are y'all listening to this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
are you really listening to this? That if you do not take care of your mouth, that you can literally just because of not taking care of your
Yes.
oral health, you
Systemic
can literally
diseases.
get heart disease. It can
Yes.
lead to a stroke just from not taking care of your mouth. That is serious.
Super
That is
serious.
serious.
Super
So
serious.
what's the common things that people miss? Like, what is it? What's the biggest thing that you see? And I know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all cats be sleeping on flossing. Y'all be sleeping on flossing, but toothbrushes in general, maybe that big mouth might help you a little something more than the average toothbrush. But
It absolutely will.
I
So your dentist is always going to tell you to brush your gums. They're like, brush your gums, brush your tongue, brush your gums, brush your tongue, because those are areas where bacteria stick.
Okay.
Right. And I'm not trying to. Actually, I am trying to pick up the Big Mouth Toothbrush because when you place it in your mouth, it's impossible not to brush your gums. As soon as you
'cause
place
that
it in your
joint is wide.
mouth,
That
you're
joint got-
brushing your gums, right? So,
Yeah.
so that's one part. But flossing is super important. This is a little disgusting. I know you said that we can't say
Nah,
certain
say-
things.
nah, you can-
but
you can.
on
As
some
far as
real,
that, you can
on
talk
some
about-
real, where the camera is, on some real ish. Not flossing every day is literally like taking a shower without washing under your arms.
Damn.
Because you're only hitting certain surfaces, right? You're hitting the front of your teeth and the back of your teeth with your toothbrush. Even with the big mouth, you're hitting your front of your teeth and the back of your teeth. You still need to floss between your
no
teeth.
matter what. So I don't
You
care
have
what
to.
type of big baller
You
toothbrushes
have to.
y'all think y'all got out here. You need to floss.
Mandatory.
Because it like and you got to think about this too. Like when you eat, and some of y'all are meat eaters. Pause. Right. When you do that, you're gonna have it stuck in between your teeth. Right, and it's just sitting there rotting
And where's
in
it
your
going?
mouth.
Where's it going? It's
Rotting
staying
in
there.
your mouth.
Where's it going?
Rotting in your
you're
mouth.
feeding the bacteria in your mouth with it.
Yes.
You drink soda before you go to bed. That bacteria is having a party in your mouth.
Party in
Soon
your
as you go
mouth.
to sleep, they're having a party like, hey. They're having a whole freaking carnival in your
Oh,
mouth
no.
when you sleep.
Hey, listen, real quick before we keep it going, I want y'all to, anybody who has not liked the video yet, please do. I would encourage anyone to share, not anyone, but everyone to share this video. Please share this to a couple people real quick. Just hit the share button, go through your Instagram contacts, go through your texting contacts, share this video out to a few cats. Just because this information is extremely important, and I think that everyone should hear this. Everyone should hear this. Everyone should hear this. And we're going to have some fun in a minute. I want y'all to call up in a moment. It's almost that time. We're going to allow people to jump in and ask their own personal questions. But we still got a little more work to do. So we're going to get into what we get into. So people don't understand how vital that is. That's
Yes,
nasty. Because I've
super
seen
important.
some yuck mouths out here, man. And what's the main cause of halitosis?
So, a couple things.
I'm gonna. You can explain halitosis.
Oh,
I know you're gonna do a way
halitosis
better
is
job than me.
chronic. It's just plain and simple, chronic bad breath. If your breath smells on a daily basis and you're still brushing your teeth,
Yeah, like,
you
ooh.
have other issues.
And I know y'all know some of them cats, right? Like you go in the elevator with somebody and then you like, damn, you hitting a button, like, yo, let me get out of here. Like they just clouding up the whole thing. Like it smells so bad, you feel like you can see it. It's like Pepe Le Pew out here. Like, damn,
Yeah,
y'all
that-
breath is jumping out here. Like I've smelled some people who's that bad, and I'm like, damn, how is this not like knocking your ass out? Because it's
How are you
coming
not having
right under
surgery?
your nose. How are you? How can you? How are
not-
you?
the doctor, where's
Yo,
the surgeon at?
what,
No.
what are we doing? What are you eating first of all? What's in your diet, or like
Right.
what type of? You
Right.
got to know this. At least somebody close to you should tell you. And listen, let me tell you something. If you are around your peoples and they smelling like that in the mouth, I think you should tell them. And not in a mean way, not in a rude way, but because
Or else
it'll
they won't
probably
know.
save their life, right? You don't just
They
because
don't know.
they must be immune to it, because that smell. Some of them smell like rotting corpse or something, like who knows, like roadkill, like whatever. Like
So
it's
there's-
bad.
There are levels.
Yes, it's definitely levels.
The level that Trev is talking about is probably like because you have a tooth that's rotting. Like
Okay.
so that's number one.
Got
So
it.
halitosis can be caused by a tooth that maybe you had a filling in and the filling came out, or you had a filling in and the tooth broke, and you
those
didn't get it
cavities.
addressed right away. Right? That's number one. Number two, if that's not the issue, then it could be because you're not brushing your tongue. You have got breath is directly related to your tongue. If you or someone you're dating ask them to stick their tongue out, if there's a white coating on it, then they need to either brush their tongue more, or get a tongue scraper, coming soon with Big Mouth. They can scrape their tongue. They can scrape the bacteria off their tongue, and eventually the breath will be more fresh. But diet is also a huge thing.
Yes.
With halitosis.
Tell
so
'em.
lots of spicy foods, and I'm a little bit guilty of that because I do
Wait,
love.
spicy foods. I'm a spicy.
Yeah,
lover.
eating spicy
No, don't
foods
tell me
before
that.
bed.
What?
Eating
Yo, what are you talking about, man?
what I'm talking about is spicy foods before bed. That sits in your stomach and
Oh,
kind of
okay,
marinates
okay,
a
okay,
little
okay.
bit. Marinates a little bit. So if you want to eat the spicy foods, eat them for lunch if you can. I try to do that. I'm a little bit guilty of that. But so that's something that kind of like regurgitates a little bit up when you start speaking in the morning. That morning breath.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
So morning breath is not halitosis though. Like morning breath is something separate.
Okay.
But halitosis, like chronic bad breath, is usually related to bacteria on your tongue or bad teeth.
bad teeth.
Yeah, bad teeth. See your dentist at least once a year. Should be twice.
Should be twice a year. You
Yeah,
should see your dentist
every 6 months.
How much of bad teeth and is genetics? Is any of it? Any of it?
So the development of your teeth and the position of your teeth are genetics.
Okay.
100%. The genetics is based like so when I deal with orthodontics, if someone has very crowded teeth or spaced out teeth or like the gap you said you had,
that's definitely
definitely genetics.
Yeah.
Position. There isn't much research that says that the amount of cavities that you're going to have is directly related to genetics. So if you take care of your teeth, regardless of if your parents are junkies, you're crackheads.
Don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. If you take care of your teeth, you have a chance. But in terms of position and the way they're developed, like say if your parents have a missing teeth that just never developed, like sometimes people have their front teeth are missing, or they have wisdom teeth that never developed. That's hereditary.
You know what's crazy? Y'all probably won't even believe me. 32 is the correct number of teeth, right?
Yes.
I had 37.
So you have some supernumerary teeth. It's okay.
Yeah, 37.
They're called
It wasn't even.
supernumerary.
Yeah, and one of them didn't even have anywhere to go. It started coming out like so. I had to pull one of them because it was no room
You only
left.
pulled one?
Yeah, I got
No
the
way.
rest.
Open
The
up.
rest of them.
Where the rest of them go?
Yeah. What?
I gotta see an X-ray. There's no way. You had 37 teeth. How many?
Yeah,
I gotta see an X-ray.
we can count. We can count them. What kind?
And they only pulled one.
I only needed one pull.
Oh, so the rest must be up in there.
Yeah, they're like in the back, not like all up in the front.
Oh, okay.
They just
All right, so then that
they
makes
go
sense.
all the way down the jawline.
Okay, but you pulled the one that was in the way.
Yeah,
They pulled the ones
because you
that-
know what was happening? It was getting caught in between because it kind of grew. Like, let's say this is a jaw tooth chilling right here. It was one more trying to come out like right here, and everything was getting stuck, and it was pissing me off. So I was like, I'm like, nah, I got to get that out of there, man. Like, so it was crazy because it was brand new, and when they pulled it, ooh, they hit me with the numb and stuff, then they stuck me with the needle.
Of course
I'm
they
like,
did. Hey sis,
what
what's
was
up,
that?
Michelle? I love you and I miss you, girl.
No, well,
I love you, Michelle.
my
I
son
miss you.
actually has braces right now. I would have went to Dr Bobbi had I known she was right here in Philly.
Did y'all hear that?
You know what I mean? But I didn't know.
This is braces Philly. This one's bugging.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm kidding.
if my daughter
just
needs
doesn't
a
wanna
message,
go to
we
the
gonna
best.
go.
It's all right.
Nah, we good. We good.
Did he hit the gap too?
Yeah, he had, but I took care of it right away. I had to wait till I was grown to get mine because my parents had insurance, but it wasn't like my insurance. So I was like, once I got to the point when I was like, all right, my insurance is ready right now. I want to talk about that too.
Let's talk about insurance.
Insurances,
That's a big
because a lot of people don't address their mouths simply because they feel like it's too expensive or they don't have the options. So could we kind of kill that to let people know?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know very much about any of that. I didn't know about finances when I did it. This was like 15 years ago almost, right?
So you had to pay out of pocket, right?
Yeah, I had to pay. No, I didn't pay out of pocket. I had insurance.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know of any other options. I knew that I had to wait till I had good insurance so I would have a very low payment with
plan.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. And I probably could have did it a lot sooner, but I was like, wait a minute, I just got this job right here. They got good insurance right here. I got a green chart. Like, let's go.
So
Let's
no,
do it.
I think that nationally, most insurances, I say like 90%. You were lucky. Like 90% outside of union insurances, like right, like PPOs and like Medicaid and stuff. The majority of them don't pay for braces for people that are like over like 21.
Yeah.
Usually it's like 18 or 19, but if you're a student, then you can get over, to like you're like 21 or 22 or whatever. So the majority don't pay for adults. And this is the reason why I make orthodontics so affordable at my practice, because I know that sometimes, parents don't, move forward with braces until it's a little too late. And then it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to do braces now, but they're like 18, 19. So it's like, okay, now we got to put you on the payment plan. But the majority of insurances, they don't pay. So you end up going to an orthodontist when I guess you're a little bit older, and you have to get on a payment arrangement. Like that's just.
So you offer payment arrangements, like what would it be, like 3 years, 4 years?
Oh, no. My payment arrangements are 2 years or less.
2 years or less.
Yeah,
Okay.
for every type of case. For
Gotcha.
every type of case. And I partner with Invisalign. So
Okay.
whether you want to get Invisalign or braces, it's the same cost in my office.
Would you recommend Invisalign, or would you say go get the old school?
No, it depends on the case.
How severe it is?
Yes. If it's very severe, if it's like an extraction case where we
You got
have
to pull,
teeth,
remove teeth around.
I'm
Yeah.
like, let's do the braces because we have a little bit more control. But if there are more simple cases, then
Just a slight gap.
100%.
Invisalign.
100% I'll do Invisalign. Yeah.
And you make them the same cost, and that's yeah.
I have
y'all
to.
Y'all need to go
I
down
have
there.
to.
Check
I'm
out Dr.
literally for the
Bobbi on
people.
social media.
I'm
Check
for the
out her
people.
office. Name it again.
Aces Braces.
We
Brooklyn
out here.
and
Aces Braces.
Philadelphia,
Y'all need
North
to check
Philly,
that. You got 2
Mayfair.
offices. So if you're in Brooklyn, New York area, tri-state, or Philadelphia, you can
Yeah.
go ahead and get it because it's more affordable. And that's a lot of
definitely
things
more
that people don't
affordable.
care about. Like, most people do not consider that.
They think it's not possible. There are
Yeah.
a lot of people that come in my office and they think I'm going to charge them like $8,000, $7,000. No, you're not getting that in my office. And we're charging you less, and we're spacing out your payment arrangement.
Yeah.
So it's much more affordable. And then we also have things like care credit. You can give us a credit card that we can charge. We have all kinds of. My treatment coordinator is amazing. Like she has all of these different programs where we can make it as affordable as possible. Where
Gotcha.
you can pay later. Like you don't have to pay everything up front. So we want to make sure that when you come in there, we can do what we need to do right that day.
Bet.
And
what a lot of people don't understand is that you actually did general dentistry first, so you have all about it, so you can talk
4
about
years.
the oral care and everything. You specialize.
Yeah, I'm a
As an
specialist now.
orthodontist.
But I did, like you said, yes, I definitely did crown and bridges, caps, crown, dentures, all that for about 4 years before I actually started practicing orthodontics. So that's the good thing about the patients that come into my office, because when they come in, I still do like thorough examinations to see if they have cavities. Even if they have a general dentist,
Okay.
I still look. I still have a hygienist that can still do your
Oh,
cleanings.
I got a
like,
question about that. Let me ask you
go
this. So there's a lot of people who say
hey, B.
that mouthwash will take the good bacteria out of your mouth, and you should probably pull with coconut milk and different things like that. Let me know what's up with that.
No, I'm partial, and I'll tell you why. I'm definitely for like the oil pulling. That they're
Coconut oil specifically? Or is there any others that you can use?
you
Because
can use
a lot of people
olive
are
oil, too. They use
allergic to olive oil. Is good,
Yeah,
good
olive oil is
too.
organic olive oil.
And they said it also
coconut
helps
oil.
with breath too, right?
Yeah,
Kinda?
a little bit.
Okay.
Don't bank on that for your breath though.
No.
Yeah. The oil pulling gets rid of some of the bacteria that's in your mouth.
Okay.
So that's
How often
fact.
should a person do that?
I'd say every day.
Oh,
If
for
that's
real?
what you're into, I'd say do it every day.
Damn.
If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Now, I'm still not against a good antibacterial mouth rinse.
Okay. So how often would you do that?
I do it twice a day. You
Oh,
know
okay.
why? Because, all right, if you don't have braces, these are non-braces people. These are non-braces rules, right?
Go ahead.
Because with braces, you should not use anything with baking soda or peroxide or anything that will whiten your teeth. Because once we
Oh.
take the braces off, the area where the braces were will be
brown. Yeah.
So you're not supposed to use anything like that. But if you don't have braces and you have Invisalign, then yeah, I'm not against. I'm not going to name any companies because they're not paying me. But there are certain whitening rinses that are very good. They come in white bottles, and there's one that I love specifically that's a pre-brushing whitening rinse. And it really does help whiten your teeth. And you use it before you brush because once you swish it around, it loosens everything up.
Okay.
So what a great regimen to do for your listeners.
Yeah, let's go. I want to know the order.
So whether you want to use an oil pulling or you want to use an antibacterial rinse, I'm for both, to be honest. Dr. Bobbi's for both. I am. I'm for both. So you can rinse it. You can rinse out. I would say floss first.
Okay.
And then brush.
Floss.
Yes, because
so rinse, floss,
brush.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the flossing is going to loosen up everything between your teeth. So
we got a couple super chats here. Let's see. Super chat from 199 Relationship Talk with G's podcast. Do you provide for teeth whitening or veneers?
I think that it's a case-by-case basis. I am a dentist that advocates for keeping your own teeth.
I'm with that too. I'm
keeping your own teeth.
Natural smile.
Yes, I love natural smile. So my patients that come in, if they have an ideal size teeth, like your teeth are the ideal size, I will first say, let's whiten them and straighten them. But
got it.
Because I've seen so many
whitening.
bad veneers. I've seen so many bad veneers.
Talk about these veneers.
Oh my God, I've seen so many bad veneers.
Yeah.
No. It's so bad. It's so bad. I see them on the.
Bad?
Oh, it's terrible. Have you seen so-and-so's son's teeth, Trev? So-and-so's son's teeth?
Yes. Like the baby with the big old chompers. A lot of these rappers and celebrities get these really big Mr. Game Show.
Let's talk about
teeth.
it. And I'm going to tell you why.
What are y'all doing? It looks like you got a bunch of chiclets in your mouth. Yeah, please talk about it.
So, I'm going to break it down. I'm about to simplify veneers for you real quick. And this is the reason why when people come into my office and they have like your teeth are natural size, like a natural size tooth, I'm like, don't get veneers. Let's just whiten them. Let's just straighten them. The reason I do that, not because I need their money or want their money. It's because to get veneers, they have to shave your teeth down.
Yes,
right?
and then you can never go back.
The people you see that have these big ass white veneers, it's because when they go to these dentists, and I don't want to shame any dentist for what they do.
No.
But if your teeth are spaced out, think about this. If your teeth are spaced out,
gotcha,
and somebody wants to go there to get veneers to close the spaces, they have to make the teeth bigger in order to close the spaces, right? Right?
Yeah.
Rather than getting braces to close the spaces first and then get veneers after. It's like they don't want to take the time to do it.
So it doesn't have to be that bad.
No.
If they would, so you're saying that if somebody wants to get veneers, you should get braces first and then get veneers because they won't come out like the chiclets that we're looking at every day.
If you have spaces. If your teeth are crowded, it's something different.
Gotcha.
If your teeth are crowded, yes, you should get them aligned a little bit. Yeah. And then
they can
get
make
veneers.
them nice. Okay.
Yes.
And they won't be like chompers. Like,
like,
there's a lot of people coming out here with these super big teeth. Like, they will bite your hand off or something. Like, damn, y'all looking like Mr. Ed out here.
And then they go other places to get it, and it's like you can't fix them. It's like once they're here, it's like you can't fix it.
Looking like Mr. Ed. Lord, they knows what's up.
I hate
it. We had another super chat one over here. Let's see what he had.
So to answer that last question, it depends on the case whether I advocate for teeth whitening or veneers. What's up?
So listen, you got yourself a new client.
We're in Philly?
Yep, right in Philly.
Definitely come see us. Let's do a TikTok.
Yeah, because a lot of people. So I want to kind of talk about dating with that stuff because, listen, let me tell you something, man. Back way back, like a long time ago.
Long. 15
long time ago, right? When I used to date, I ran into a couple of jammies who had like bad breath, and that to me, man, let me tell you something, bro. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you, yo.
All right, what these jammies, what these Jones was doing? What's up, Philly?
Listen. They it's bad, man, because you could kind of taste that. You don't, you know what I mean? If you're like a kissing person, some people aren't kissers at all, but if you are a kissing person, yeah, kind of.
And you used to kiss the nastiness
No,
that was in the house?
but then
That
you
what
like,
you're saying?
wait, no, I would stop because I'm not with that. If it's wrong,
You didn't smell
or
it
if I
first?
smell it first before I get near you, then I'm like, oh yeah, not this one. You know what I mean? You go right for the neck. You know how
Did
it
you
goes. Y'all know how it
dismiss
goes.
completely or what?
No, oh man,
said
I
no.
was listen, man. I was a different type of dude. So listen, I
Right.
didn't throw it away. I just would,
We're just like none of that.
fun. Yeah, just
Stay
none of
down
that.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neck down. You know what I mean? That's how.
That's awful.
That's how.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is though. No judgment. This is a no judgment zone. This is what it is.
You might get a kiss in the cheek or something like that. You know how that go, but like, we're not going in a nasty mouth. I'm sorry. That's
No,
just
I
like
understand. This is the reason I got into this field.
That is not the wave. Like, especially with somebody lighting up a room. People, listen, that annoys me because I'm like, damn, that means nobody around you loves you. Nobody around you loves you. Listen, I'm gonna say it again for y'all. Nobody around you loves you if you're running around with stinking breath, because somebody should say something.
I agree.
It's that bad to me because it's offensive, right? And it's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed, right? Because it means something's
smell
wrong.
their own breath. If it's really bad,
Okay,
they should smell it.
show me. What's
But
the best
there
way? Because a lot of people do.
That's a good way to do it. A lot of people don't even smell their own body odor to be real. Like they don't even know if they're funky, so you
Yeah.
can't expect them to smell their own breath. But
It's right under
yeah,
your
to do a
nose,
quick-
though.
To do a quick check.
That's the best way. Where you go.
That's what I'll do. Like,
you
because
gotta pop
sometimes
your
your
collar?
hands is too much air, so I just okay.
You right. You right.
If I got my sis with me, I'm just like, can you smell my breath? You know, get a little quick check from a partner. Like,
How do you feel about all right. What should smokers do? Because I know smokers sometimes, you know what I mean? You could really mess your mouth up if you're a smoker. And some of us ain't going to be able to quit. Some of us smokers. Vaping is not nearly as harmful. And what do you think about that? Because I know you get both types of patients, vapers and smokers.
I do.
Do you think that vape itself is not nearly as harmful as smoking actual
you mean to
combustion?
the teeth, not to the body, right?
Yeah, to the teeth. Yeah,
so
yeah.
to the teeth, vaping is not as harmful. No.
Gotcha.
If we're talking about staining, if we're talking about, if we're just talking about bad oral health care, what I tell my smokers is definitely see your dentist every 3 months.
3
for
months.
cleaning, yes,
Okay.
Because when you go there, they have the Cavitron that can get rid of the staining. Don't let the staining stay there.
Don't
'cause
let
the
it, 'cause
staining,
it's harder to get out.
oh
or
yeah,
it just
if
won't.
you wait a full year and if you smoke every day, and when I say smoke, I mean nicotine, like cigarettes,
Yeah.
like any type of weed that has paper, like dark paper in it.
Paper. Okay. Which is most
you
weed
know,
smokers.
Backwoods,
Yeah.
like all the,
Backwoods. yeah. Oh, you
If
know
you
all the
smoke
brands. Let me
that-
find out.
Where I tell you I was from? Again? I'm sorry. Where
Brick
I'm from?
City. Okay. Who
So
the hell?
so no. If you smoke the dark papers or whatever, I'm just being real. You need to have a better oral health care regimen.
Okay.
So you need to be seeing your dentist
Yeah.
and trying to get those cleanings every 3 months to get those the stains off of your teeth.
Yeah.
Get that polishing going so that even if you do smoke, I can't tell you what it does to your overall health, but to your oral health, if you don't want to make sure if you want to make sure that your teeth are not brown, yellow, stained, see your dentist every 3 months, and then once you see them, get into a whitening regimen. So what I like to do is the whitening rinses, but there are whitening strips that
Okay.
you can do at home, right?
Okay.
You can do it at home, but once you do that whitening regimen, you can't smoke during that. So if it's like a 7-day,
Oh, you
whitening
can't smoke during it.
Don't
It'll
smoke
ruin-
during.
it'll ruin
It'll
it.
make it worse.
Make it worse.
It'll make it worse.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Because what is it? It makes it vulnerable.
Yes. So the whitening strips open up your enamel rods to
Oh, no.
receive to receive whatever's coming. So yeah, you put the strip on, your enamel rods are open, you take it off, they're still open. You smoke right after that, they're receiving
All of that stain
all of that
right up
stain
into it.
Yes. So
Damn.
you're gonna stain
So you're
your
gonna
teeth
make it
more.
worse.
Yes, but if you can stop for those 7 weeks, then you're good.
Damn.
I'm sorry, 7 weeks. 7
7
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 7 weeks. I know your listeners are like, what? I might as well stop altogether. No, 7 days.
Smokers here. I'm like, no.
My bad, y'all. 7 days. 7 days. Sometimes they have 7 days. Sometimes they have 14 days.
Okay. That's not so bad. So, because from what I understand, some whitening methods are not as safe, and they will actually destroy the enamel of your teeth, right? So what methods would you recommend the best? I heard you say strips.
I think that every over-the-counter strip, I can't vouch for all of them, but I do know that there are certain levels of bleach that are that's regulated for those strips.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So as long as your enamel, your teeth, they're fairly healthy, you can use any over-the-counter strip.
Okay.
Anyone, and it should be healthy because it's regulated by the FDA.
Gotcha.
But in-chair bleaching is what's more intense and can damage your teeth. So what I do in my practice is, if you are coming to my office for the first time to get whitening, we have 3 different levels. If you've never had it before, we put you in the chair. I ask you if you've ever had sensitivity to cold. Like if I ask you that, if you say yes, then I start you at the lower level.
Okay.
We put that on for 5 minutes. If you can take the 5 minutes, we turn it up. 10 minutes on the next level. Then we do 30 minutes on the higher level if you can take it. Because the most important thing is making sure that your enamel stays healthy.
And you offer that at your office as well?
Yes.
So how long does a process like that take?
If your enamel's healthy, it should take about an hour.
Oh, and you're gonna come right out of there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get
treatment. You getting the
one
pearly
treatment.
whites.
Well, one treatment will get you to about 7 or 8 shades whiter. If you can
7 or 8 shades
Oh, absolutely. Whiter? If you can withstand the highest intensity of whitening in my office, you're going to get 7 shades whiter.
Damn.
Yeah, absolutely.
7 shades whiter? That's
100%.
Damn.
100%.
That's crazy. So, all right, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the actual question line. Let me see. I'm going to copy. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well. It's in the chat. It's in the description.
Yeah.
You guys, it's in the description if you want to check it out. So that is fine. If you guys want to jump in on the video and you have your own unique questions that you want to ask, I got one here real quick.
Pause
you need a pause?
Yeah, just for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. We're gonna take some questions in just a minute. I'm gonna run my music for a minute. Just gonna take a little quick break, and I'll be here. Don't worry, I'm gonna entertain you guys. But if you guys want to jump in queue right now, that's fine. You guys can call up. No big deal. You already know what it is. Let's get it. Hold on. And I'm gonna play that video again real quick while we wait, which is gonna waste at least a minute. Well, the one we just played, I want them to, whoever just jumped in or wasn't here for that time, I want them to be able to see the little piece of the Shark Tank episode that I could grab without being copyrighted. Oh damn, I had another good question. Very good topic. I just had a battle with gingivitis. Not anymore. No more bleeding. That was hell. I'm gonna put your super chat up in a minute. But you should talk with Jesus. I saw that jammy come through. We got you. What you got there?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So I know when you were a kid growing up in Hooterville, you didn't think, okay, y'all gonna move to Philly.
Oh no, I'm willing.
Initially,
you know what? I'll just be honest with you. I kind of sucked as a child. I wasn't really good at anything. The light came on when I was about like 16, 17. I didn't have any aspirations to do very much. It was weird. I wasn't good at anything. Nothing.
What did you like? You have to be good at it. What did you like?
I wasted a lot of life on video games. Right? I probably would have been a millionaire already if I didn't waste my life on video games, to be honest. For real. Like, I wasted so much time. If I would have started earlier before, everything got saturated, I would have been good. But I'm still doing okay now. I definitely have no complaints right now because the light did come on early enough for me to get my life right. Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, I just fixed my lip gloss.
Oh, okay. We did have another super chat. Let's see what's going on. I want y'all to Jump into the chat, though. Anybody who has some questions, I want y'all to do that. Definitely want y'all to do that. I'm going to run that video again one more time. I see there were some new people jumping in. Anybody who did just drop in, please do drop a like. We're here for it. And I want some questions because I know y'all got questions. And I'm about to ask you some more questions, too. In a minute. I don't know if you're going to like this side of things.
I talked about everything.
No, you
already.
did. Not
yes,
everything.
I did.
Not everything. Not everything.
I talked about everything.
Not everything. You think you did. But you have no idea. Now it's about to get real. All right. Let me see. Oh, I could read it from here because my eyes suck. Or it could be the fact that I'm wearing sunglasses at night, too. But
you think?
Yeah. So, Relationship Talk with G's with the Super Chat.
What's up, sis?
We appreciate the Super Chats coming through tonight, man. Y'all are definitely get it. You get a hack show.
Can I go live with my brother real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead. And we got shout out to you, Relationship Talk with G's podcast. Anybody who wants to check out the homeboy situation, go to click his icon. He's in well, just click his icon. He's right there, and you'll see his page come up. He's definitely got some excellent topics coming up as well.
Yo.
So, wait, time out. Can we give him the link so he can jump in? I want him on the screen.
How do we give him the link?
Can you see our YouTube description?
Can you see the YouTube description?
If you go to did you see the YouTube video at all?
I don't think he just jumped on, so I don't know.
I want him on the screen.
Let me see.
That's what I'm gonna do.
We need to be on the screen.
I'm gonna,
hold on. Wait.
I'll try and email it to you.
Hold on 1 second. Let me grab it. It's in a. You just sent it to me, right?
It's in if you pull up the YouTube video, yeah.
I just.
So I can really talk loud.
Yeah.
We're gonna put you on the screen, brother.
We're gonna have to put you on the screen.
I gotta finish reading that super chat.
Okay.
I heard bad breath may
right
have
there.
something to do with colon or digestive system.
Yes.
Is that true?
That is very true.
Absolutely, that is true.
It's definitely true. It has to do with your digestive system.
I'm not putting you up this time because we got super chats coming through. All the
you.
super chat guys getting priority for the screen, but I certainly will read it. It's a good one.
I put the link right there.
I heard of a guy who whitened his teeth with
Tap
peroxide.
on it, so we can get you on the screen.
Oh, did you give him
the YouTube? That's it, right?
That's the YouTube link. Now, within the description is where you'll be able to actually jump in to the video. So what I want to do, I'll email it to you.
Yep.
I'm going to email it to you. I'm going to email it to you.
Email to me?
I mean, Dr. Bobbi, just text it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Text it to me and I'll text it to him.
Text it to me.
I'm going to copy the link.
Yep.
Excuse the noise here. I'm in Philadelphia.
No, it's all good. All good.
I know.
With Pete Boykin for his new book.
No, I know. I want you to talk about it. I want Trev to hear about it. It's dope.
I want to hear. I definitely want to hear about it.
Super dope. So.
So I need your email.
Mine?
Yeah. Whoa, shoot.
Actually,
I'm gonna let you type it in.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna type his email in. Give me.
Type it in.
Which email? Which email you want me to send you to?
No, just text it to me.
Oh, text it to
me.
Yeah. Anybody else who wants to jump?
Text me the link. Or no?
Text me the link.
All right, you know what? I'll email it to myself.
And just text it to me. Yeah. All right, do that and then jump back on.
All right, perfect.
All right.
There we go. And Command B. Be patient with this, guys. I'm about to actually run this video again for y'all.
Yeah.
So I can stall you for a minute while
Just
I get
2
this together because I want y'all on here.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all on here. We got one person coming up right here, but I definitely want y'all to ask some more questions. I did want you to I'm about to get you.
Yeah,
in a
good.
minute.
Yep, I'll just send somebody good. He's about
All
to
right,
like
where's
this
my
up.
phone? How many phones did I have up there? Get one of them.
But that link I have, that's not the same.
No, it is.
Oh.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, the one you sent me, right?
Yeah, pull it up.
This one.
There's it, man. What is that? Oh, wait, go here. So what it is you go in here.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got the premium, man. You over here frauding.
I am frauding. Sorry. He has it though, I'm sure.
Skip it. Can you skip it?
Yeah,
Can you
it takes
skip
a
it yet?
second. God damn it.
Holy smokes, you can't even skip it.
I'm sorry.
All right, so eventually. Look what's coming up, some dental stuff too.
I know, always. There we go.
Got it. All right.
Nope.
So, no, damn, they're running a double whammy.
All right.
Oh, I'm so glad. Listen, would y'all get YouTube Premium?
I will.
No, I'm gonna get. I got you. You can pull it up.
Oh.
Let's just skip it now.
Beautiful.
Oh, let me run that. Go. It's in the description. Hold up. Close that. It's in. Wait.
Share.
Wait. Go in more. And then the links should come up.
Beautiful.
Wait. Live video call link. Copy paste that link.
Anywhere?
You're gonna send it to him.
Yeah.
That's gonna open it. Don't open it. Just can you long press it and do it?
Yep.
copy it, and then text it to him, and he'll be able to get in.
Got it.
You got it? Yeah, that's going to let you in. Anybody else who wants to jump in, feel free to jump in. I definitely want them questions. I'm going to run this video for one more time for anybody who hasn't gotten a chance to see it just yet. Because I want y'all to see it where Dr. Bobbi was actually on the Shark Tank. We're going to jump in and let it go for you. One more time. Choose file, and we'll pick. Don't worry, none of the guys can see any of this stuff. They can't. they just looking at our beautiful faces. Somebody actually in here right now.
Oh, I went out. All right, so they got to come back in. Cool.
Somebody's here right now. Hold on.
There is a huge
James?
problem
Is that your
affects
name?
Yep.
50% of the world's population. We're talking about gum disease. Most people don't know that your mouth is key to your overall health. Your mouth
James, I
is the
see
gateway
you.
between your heart and your mind.
James, I
And
see you.
most
We're
people don't
about to
even
put you in a
realize
minute. You can
how
hear me?
Easily infection can travel.
Put a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Very important points.
All right, bet. I'm gonna drop you in a minute as soon as that video over.
Patients are 2 to 3 times
Vitamin
at a
water.
higher risk
Like
of
what you
developing
sipping? Vitamin water right now.
cardiovascular disease and stroke. Now, sharks.
Might be saying something else later, but vitamin water.
State of the art. Fly in your mouth. Dynamic toothbrush.
It's close, Kevin. It's close.
Very close. You know what? I'm struggling
It's
with
close,
the fluency because I know this is going to.
right.
I'll take that, Jill.
Yeah,
Did anybody go? Oh, because I got some.
Okay.
I got one question. I'm gonna pull them in. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have them on like standby because I want to ask you that one.
Okay.
That one question. We'll go
Okay.
right back to us. All right. So let me drag him on in here.
Hey.
Right here. We can pick him up.
Hey, that's a really big moment. That's a really big moment there on
That
Shark
is.
Tank.
Yes.
Played. Yeah.
Let me
yeah,
just tell the people who you are.
Introduce yourself.
Yes,
or
let me.
you
I'll
you
let
wanna
me introduce
him?
him. Yeah, he
Go
always
ahead, go
introduces
ahead.
me. Let me
Go
introduce
ahead.
you.
Introduce the homie.
This is my brother, Dr. James Peterson. He's the one that told me that I should name the Big Mouth because I have a fucking big mouth. Okay? Let's hear it for Dr.
There
James
you go.
Peterson. Hey.
Shout to you.
Listen. I'm a
Is he
host
getting
on
royalties with that?
WRD Radio here in Philadelphia, the only black.
Are you?
He lives in
radio
Right up in
station
Philly?
Philadelphia. Yeah, I hear you. And I do a segment called The Other Dr. Peterson, and
Which
I
is
bring
me.
on the real doctors. Because I'm not a doctor like Dr. Bobbi or like my other sister. I'm not
He's a
that kind of
professor.
doctor. I'm just a scholar doctor. But listen, shout out to ChewTheFat. You know what I mean? This is a
Yes.
dope platform. I appreciate y'all bringing me on.
Yeah. no-
Absolutely. I was actually talking because we were about to talk about dating, right?
Yes, we were.
We're about
And
to
you
get
can
into
join
it.
in.
This
You
is
can-
the
you can-
craziest
you can
thing.
Stick around.
He just did his show about dating yesterday.
Yeah.
So and I'm doing the speed dating thing. He's doing some sort of dating.
Wait, no,
whatever.
you're hosting.
I'm hosting.
Speed
I'm
dating.
not
Like,
doing
hold
it.
on, look. Wait,
Let's be clear.
Show them
No.
we about to
Let's be
show them
clear.
real quick. She's
No.
got the.
Yeah.
hold on, hold on.
Let's zero in on the.
Yeah, get that right.
But
Get
oh,
that camera
let me
right
just-
there.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
yeah.
got that. She's not
I
playing
got
with
one
you.
of those too.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to
no.
Smoove. Shout out to Smoove. Shout out to Smoove too. Shout out to
Shout out
Smoove.
to
Okay.
Smoove. And he married 20 years over here.
Yeah. Well,
20 years over here.
16, but I knew her for more than 20, so I've been together for a long. Yeah, we.
How
all-
long you been
all
married,
the-
bro?
We all the married gang, man. We all married up in this.
How
bitch.
long you been married, bro?
What, you didn't get mine. You didn't get mine. Right.
How long you been married, bro?
Oh, you got one too? Oh wait, no,
Jimmy,
not yet.
how long you been married, James?
Yo, look. Just so y'all know, it's gonna be 25 years in May. 25.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
He's married to my
Black
line
man for real.
sister. I introduced them, by the way.
Word.
I always got to get that claim to fame.
You did. But yo, Smoove. I gotta get to 25 years. So I can get to where I gotta get to for that 25 year anniversary.
That's good shit.
Nice. 25 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's
it's
the
a
secret?
lifetime. It's a
Because
lifetime.
we generally do dating on this podcast because, and I'm gonna tell you why we do dating a lot. We started with dating. This year our mission is human improvement, but we started with dating and we still focus a lot on dating because I believe that a strong society starts with a strong community, which starts with strong families. And if we can't get the relationship together, we have no chance at the strong families. And I believe and support in the nuclear family. I am down for the nuclear family. I believe the nuclear family is directly tied to wealth. Strong nuclear families are directly tied to wealth.
Yep.
In my humble opinion.
Absolutamente.
But
Listen, so I agree with you 100%. I would say two things. One, I've been looking at different data sets that show that the gender divide around the world is widening. So for young people globally, the gender divide is widening. I mean, to ask any of your listeners or viewers just to Google South Korea, right? And look at South Korea. South Korea is the nation in the world that has the lowest birth rate. But you got to go behind the numbers to look at the gender divide. Men and women living in different worlds, men and women, doing different things. And here's the thing. In the African American community, I can't speak for a whole lot of other communities, but in the African American community, we can't afford that, right?
Right.
We can't afford to be a part of the global trend of the gender divide. So I think there's no real secret sauce for me, Smoove, and my sister Dr. Bobbi knows this. There's no real secret sauce. I mean, what it is, as a man, you want to take care of your responsibilities, you want to be humble, you want to be a good provider, and you want to be a great partner, because if you're married to a black woman like I am, or if you have sisters who are black women like I do, then you understand what Malcolm X said about black women. I ain't gonna quote Malcolm X because I don't want to scare your listeners. But just go see what Malcolm X said. Go see what Malcolm X said about black women, and if you embody what he said, then you understand how to move in this world as a black man. I promise you that. I promise you that. Right? So I'm the dad who has cooked the meals for his kids. I put both of my kids through college. I'm the dad who's there every day. I show up. I understand that half of this fatherhood piece, at least, partnership is different, but half of fatherhood is just showing up. You have to be there. You have to be there. If you saying you're gonna have a kid, if you man enough to have a kid, bring a child into this world, you gotta be there for that child.
Absolutely.
And you can talk to my kids.
Agree.
You ain't gotta ask me. Ask my kids.
There you go.
And that's the thing. Well, even Oprah had to come out and bring the stat out that we are spending more time with our children than the other
ever. Yes.
demographic.
I'm so glad you said that, bro, because the stereotype of missing and absentee black fathers is so rampant in American political and popular culture. And here's what's really ill. Mass incarceration in the prison industrial complex has removed an inordinate and disparate amount of black men from black communities. But even with that stat, even knowing that, black men still spend more time with their children than any other demographic in this nation. Now, that's not about necessarily like you may not be married or you may not be with your baby's moms, whatever. But in terms of time spent with their children, black men lead the pack in this nation. Now, that data point doesn't get out enough, but that's just the facts, bro.
True.
Just the facts.
And a lot of people don't dwell on the facts, for real. Anybody, and listen, guys, I don't want y'all to think because somebody's on here, I don't have three-way calling. We could run it up. I could have like Hollywood Squares up in here in a minute if y'all want. So if anybody wants to add to the discussion, we're definitely gonna get into some questions.
Come on, shoot the fat, yo. Let's shoot the fat, bro. Let's shoot the fat.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about this. Now, you are an entrepreneur, and one of the major problems that people have. This is the part that y'all been waiting for. We know y'all been waiting for it, and now it's
I got time, cuz.
So
it's that time, cuz.
you're an entrepreneur, right?
Yes.
And you are very busy. I know your time, your schedule. You probably had to pencil me in somewhere.
Oh,
and,
extremely.
What I will say is you've been very consistent, communicative, everything. So
it's
that's
the
you about your business. So, but what I'm gonna say is. It's tough to balance family. Mm-hmm. It's tough to give your husband that time because, I mean, a lot of men's dream is to have a woman who sits home and caters to them, right, and does nothing else but just live his world. And in some instances that works if the man makes enough, right? But there are some career-driven women who are able to find that balance, somehow still have enough respect for their husband and not try to downplay him or anything. How is it balancing that life? What are some of the
That
things
is
you
a
do?
very heavily weighted question.
Let's go.
You know, listen, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real with
it
you.
is. That's heavy, yo. That's heavy, Smooth.
That's
That's heavy.
heavy.
Let's
But
go.
I'm definitely I
You
am
for
definitely
it? You for it?
100%.
All right, let's get it.
I am definitely an extremely independent woman, right?
How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I am. I'm independent. At
Okay.
work, I'm a boss.
Got
At
it.
work, everywhere outside of my household, I am a boss. And I'm actually not ashamed to say that I'm married to a man right now that I respect enough to make sure that he is the head of the household when I come home. Now, when I say that, wait. When I say that,
I had to stop you right there.
Okay.
Can we let that marinate for a second? Can we let that marinate for
And,
a
yeah,
second?
and also shout out to Antoine. Shout out to
Yes,
Antoine because he married into a family with a lot of real ninjas. Okay.
yes.
He married
My
into
niggas,
a
I
family with a lot of real
told you.
ninjas.
I told you my brothers are everything.
Y'all get busy.
All right.
We
All
get
right.
busy.
Y'all get
Like we
busy.
get busy.
Y'all
And
get
he
busy. I
he
hear
he
you.
fell right into place. He fell right into place.
Wow. So
Mhm.
so we can't just gloss over that.
No,
Like,
no, not at all.
homegirl out here,
Let's go into it.
Dr. Bobbi,
Yes.
Dr. Bobbi, first of all, right, is out here getting it, right? She's over here creating inventions, right? Getting deals.
Somebody
not
said,
getting
"Talk about it, boo."
Not
Yes.
getting rejected on
Yes.
Shark Tank.
We talking
Getting
some real
deals
shit.
out here, right? Running 2 offices in the tri-state, Brooklyn and Philadelphia. Those ain't even
Philly,
that
Philly,
close.
Philly, Philly, Philly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Philly.
like what we talking about? She's doing all of this and practicing, right?
Consistently.
You ain't just running it, you practicing.
I work hard.
Right. Doing it up.
But my husband does too. Shout
Right?
out to you,
But
baby.
but still
Love you.
still respects her husband and,
No, you have to.
and says that he is the head of household. Right? Oh, now you got some explaining to do because
I'll do it right now.
you got some explaining
And
to
I'll
do
go up
right
against
now.
any other boss woman.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you right
Let's
now,
go.
when you're a boss, you can't have somebody by your side. Well, maybe you can, but I can't have somebody by my side that I don't respect. Right?
Okay.
And this is not about him making more money than me or anything like that. It's just about there's a certain type of black man that demands respect. And that's who I'm married to. Like,
Now here's the question. What's it based on?
So it's based on somebody that can teach me something.
Ooh.
Somebody that 100% protects me. There's no asking. There's no me having to come up behind him to say anything. Like, this man protects me in every way, shape, and form that you can think of. This man defends
He loves
me.
you, but he also loves you.
Yo, he
He
loves
loves.
everything about me. Okay.
Gotcha.
Like, I think that a lot of women, you can feel when somebody is empty when you leave the house.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna say it again. Women can feel if their man feels empty when they leave the house. When I leave the house and I'm not with him, I know he feels empty. Like you said, we want to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it. We're used to being together all the time. Like all the time. We work together. My husband owns a juice bar that's in the same building as my practice. When I say
how y'all do that? Who did it first?
I had to practice first.
And then he said,
Then
"No,
we
I'm
got
gonna do
married.
Star
And then he
X
opened the
coming
juice
through.
bar.
Star X coming through.
Yeah, he's
I
doing
hear
his
you.
thing. That's
I
one of
hear
the
you.
he's also an entrepreneur.
He's
That's
an
one of the
entrepreneur
things.
as well.
That's one of the things he does. But said all that to say, you asked me, where does that stem from? Where does that respect stem from? In combination with this man demanding respect from everybody, not just me. He demands respect on the streets.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I understand. Women respect
confidence.
Yeah, they definitely respect confidence. Part of it is definitely from your peers. If you are respected by your peers, then women absolutely look at that. To me, and I don't want to finish your sentences, it sounds like a lot of it is just his character, his morals. It has very little to do with the money. Now, I understand that you must be a provider as a man, right? You must be able to provide.
You definitely have to be a provider in certain ways.
Yeah.
Like my man, you can't be
I
a
want
deadbeat
to
where you
make
have
sure.
no job. Like there's no way
I want to
that
make.
I can. Oh, sorry.
I do, Dr. Bobby. I do believe that being a provider is an important piece of it. I
Yeah.
just don't want to overemphasize that because I think the foundation is love, and the foundation is humility, and be able to be an upright and upstanding person, partner, or man in this case, in a way that you can love your partner unconditionally, support them, et cetera, et cetera. Yes, society puts pressure on men to be good providers,
Right.
and
But that's
I come from
monetary.
a family
It's
of
like
good providers, right?
it's monetary
Yeah,
providers. He provides a
yeah.
lot for me. Like it's not you can't just not have a job. Like you got to be able to buy me a pair of shoes, and you know what I'm saying. You got to be able to take me out. You know what I'm saying. You can't just like not have a
Yes.
job because
Yes.
then it's not regardless of the man you try to be. I still can't respect that. I can't respect somebody who does not work at all, knowing what I do.
Gotcha.
So I could never be with
That's
somebody that doesn't work.
That is,
But if you have a job
that's
and
not-
you're on your
that's
grind
not
and you
unreasonable.
hustle, yeah,
That's not
on your grind you
unreasonable.
hustle in the way you can hustle, I'm gonna respect that.
Uh-oh. We got we got another caller. Wait a minute. Let me get some find my mouse.
Love my husband. Where you at, baby?
We got another one about to join the discussion. I'm gonna bring the homeboy in too. Why not?
And listen, I love Antoine too, and it's relationships with your sibling partner, right?
It is. He's bringing somebody else in now,
Yeah.
James.
No,
He's
you don't
doing-
have to go.
Another
No,
one.
okay, let me finish. Okay, go ahead.
Another one.
He can
Another
join the
one.
discussion. I ain't gonna get rid of homeboy.
Good.
Another one.
I ain't gonna.
Another one.
That's funny.
Another one. And another
That's
one.
you gotta shut up.
Hey,
Oh, your
Smooth,
time
Smooth,
is
just so
on
you
here.
know, Smooth,
Jimmy.
just so you know, I'm driving home right now. I'm driving. I don't want to disrespect your show, but I'm driving home right now because it's time for me to be home, bro. All right, I've been working
Okay.
out
He
here,
gotta-
but
he
I
gotta-
need to get home, and that's why I'm driving home.
Oh yeah, no, we ain't. No, dude, do what you do. We not. No, listen.
No, wait.
As long as we can still hear you, you can still.
I'm about to
you know
tell
what I
him
mean?
now, we done. Love you.
Obey the laws. Hopefully, you're using
Obey
a
the
hands-free
laws.
device. It doesn't look like you. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Shout out to you. This is
Dr. Peterson.
this
James.
is-
Oh, this one. Sorry.
This is Relationship Talk with Cheese podcast right
Beautiful.
here. He had a few questions. Well,
Let's
he's up
do
in this
it.
piece. So we're gonna join the discussion, and I wanted to know. I had a question. Screen getting a little crowded. It's only a couple of us, man. It's only 4. We did panels of like 6 before. Not so bad. Hold on. I'll bring somebody down a bit. Here we go. We put you here.
I love
That looks a
you,
little
too.
more uniform. Let's
Love you,
make it
love you,
neat.
love
Let's
you.
make it neat. How about this?
You've
This
heard
look
this
good?
conversation before, so you
This
know.
looks good. Right here? I bet.
Yeah, we good.
So I wanted to know how do you turn the switch off? Because you in boss B mode all day, and then you got to come home and be soft and feminine. Because you know,
I
men
didn't say
ain't
it was
trying to
soft
handle
and
that.
feminine.
Wait,
Wait, I got a funny story. Smooth, I got a funny story. I got a funny story. So,
Wait,
so,
funny
so
story.
this morning, so again, I host radio and I talk loud. So this morning, when I got up, I'm talking to my wife. She's like, "Yo, stop talking to me in your radio voice, okay?" She was like, "Stop talking to me in
Got
your
too much
radio
space.
voice."
He like ah.
Oh, for real.
I love a win.
For real.
So for me, it's you asked me that question, right?
Yeah. How do you turn that
the
off?
question was, how do I turn off the boss, right?
Yeah. How do you turn off the boss? Because when you go home, you can't be the boss. You say he the head of the household, so
Right.
you triggered my trap card.
I don't think I turn it completely off because that's like impossible. But
Okay,
I
that's
turn
real,
it
though.
down. I turn
Oh,
it
turn it
down a little
dial
bit.
it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I turn it down.
What's it like? 20%, 50%?
So
What?
say I'm 100% at work.
Yeah.
I think at home I probably turn it down to maybe like 35.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's
Like,
not true. That's not true.
That's a lot of
not true.
respect.
That's not true. Hold on. She's like
The lie
150%
detector
at work,
test determined
and then when she
that
comes
was a
home,
lie.
she gets like 100%.
He
The
called
lie
Cap.
detector test determined that was a lie.
Can I get my husband on here? Antoine, can you call in here,
He
please?
calling Cap right now. I don't know. He calling Cap right now.
Can you please get on
He
here?
is calling Cap right now.
No, I think that I still do the womanly duties. You know what I'm saying? Like I cook.
What's that?
Meaning,
Okay.
I,
Cool.
when I say woman, I mean womanly.
Gotcha.
Like
Wait,
he
you cook?
cooks.
Don't cook?
No, he does cook. He does cook, but I cook more.
Okay.
I cook better,
Like 80%?
and I like my food.
Oh, damn.
So no offense, babe, love you, but
Ooh,
but
baby.
but when I would say I cook probably about 4 days a
dare
week.
you.
He might cook like 1 day a week because he's good at cooking breakfast. Y'all dudes know you cook what you're good at. You guys cook breakfast
Nah,
good.
Household is the flip of
You
that.
make
My
breakfast
household is the
not
flip of that.
you,
I'm the
not
cook
you.
in my household.
I say
James,
this.
not
I'm the
you,
cook in
not
my
you.
household.
If you
Bring
don't,
in the Brady
if you don't
Bunch.
get paid to do it, you ain't a better cook than me. I'll just put it like that.
So I'm not saying I'm a better cook than you.
No.
Because I don't
I'm
know.
just saying in general.
But what I'm
'cause, man,
saying, oh, in
sometimes
general.
yeah.
No, my husband, if he was on here, babe, he said, "What's the number? Can I call?" That's what he said.
Oh,
He
no,
wanted to
just
get on here.
Copy paste him the link.
Oh my
We're gonna have a
God.
whole
Oh my
we gonna have a whole
God.
party.
Babe, you really want to
And
get
if-
on here?
and he can, and if you cap, he gonna tell it.
All right, y'all.
Relationship Talk with G's
I'm about to send
podcast.
some
I know you
words.
got
I'm
something
about
on
to
your
send
mind. You ain't come up here to just look.
Oh my God.
Look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk.
What you got, man?
Um, so yeah, man, I'm honored to be on here with all of y'all, everyone.
Hi.
And I just wanted to tell you I wanted to tell you how everything happened. So I knew for about as long as Smoove made the announcement that he would have a master orthodontist on here. But what I was not prepared for was me running into an orthodontist. I was more interested in her than the car.
You ran into, so coincidentally, we both ran into orthodontist today, but you bagged yours.
Oh wow. Can we
I-
name names?
Name?
What's her
Zai.
name?
She goes by Zai. We can call her Zai. Call her Zai.
What's her name?
Just give the initials.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Because I know. If she's this, I know it. Because there's not that many.
Right,
But
right.
yo, shout out to you.
I'll bring you on. We'll talk about it after. We'll get specific. We ain't gonna put it out there for everybody. That's like
Right.
Patreon material right there. But so,
Good for
Right.
you.
so I know you got a question, man. Because we
Yes.
talking. It's all on the
Yes.
table.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship, because she's successful at that, right? Uber successful at that. How to make it out of the struggle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rags to I don't know. Can we say riches? Can we say riches or?
Absolutely.
Okay, rags
What
to
you
riches.
mean?
rags to
I'm
riches.
worth a lot right now,
Right,
and I'm not afraid to say it.
Holding it down.
Yeah, we're blessed.
As
We're
a
blessed,
wife,
bro. We're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I
what
have
you
a
got, bro?
lot of questions. So my
Okay, he
first
said a
question
lot.
is, as an entrepreneur myself, 5 years in, I want to know from what phase from the blue collar phase, um, from that era, what made you say I want to be an entrepreneur?
So I feel as though I always had that motivation. I always wanted more. We spoke about it a little bit earlier. Like once I tackled the first obstacle that I felt that I had, that I felt that had it before me, which was like college. Then it was like dental school. I got in there and kind of found my way a little bit, but I didn't like what was in front of me, so I wanted more. Like I've always wanted more. And to be honest with you, I don't want to work my whole life. I love what I do,
I hear that.
but I don't want to work my whole life. So it's like I
hear
need
that.
now that I'm still young, I need to find ways to get that income and scale businesses so that I can relax and I can travel. Because the number one thing I love to do is travel. Like I love to travel. Like last year alone, I went to Bali,
Ooh,
Egypt,
that's a place of
Paris, and
Ooh.
Mexico twice, and Jamaica.
Damn.
Like, I love to travel.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
You
so
love
I need
travel
to
more than
I need to
most people
I need
do
to set
in their
my
lifetime.
what I'm saying is the way I'm living I'm being real. The way I'm living my life right now is so that I can live the way I want to live in less than 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever age you are, you need to have like a 5-year plan. If you said you're 5 years into your entrepreneurship, I'd love to hear more about your business. I'd love to support it. But yeah, for me, I had a 5-year plan 5 years ago, and I'm at where I need to be. But now I want more. I want to.
The
In 5
ambition is
years,
real.
it is so real.
Do you?
And you have to. Sorry, you have to put it out there. You have to manifest it. Like I manifested Shark Tank. My brother would
she
tell
said the
you. I said
manifesting.
it on a call years ago. I said, you know what? I have this toothbrush, and we're going to manifest Shark Tank because that's what I need to do.
Damn.
Okay.
Plain and
I mean,
simple.
the story of Big Mouth is really an extraordinary story in the sense that it's like
Yeah.
a family that's
Hmm.
on like a call regularly for years.
I
And
told him. I told him.
are you told him? Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
told him about
incredible.
it.
So it is a manifestation story. But
Hmm.
for young entrepreneurs or for people who are just getting into it, think about your enterprise like a bodega in an inner city, right? Think about it that way. Like the bodega guy has to come in, he has to come in early, he has to stay late, he has to do all the stuff. Like the owner of the bodega has to do all the stuff. And what Dr. Bobby has done is she has made her enterprises into a large scale, but still it's bodega level in the sense that like, yo, coming in, I'm here first, I leave last. I'm doing the work. Like when we're at Essence Fest or we're at the events that we do to promote
Yeah.
Big Mouth
Yeah.
or promote, we're out there on the floor. We're
Yeah.
going hand to
We're
hand.
hustling.
It's guerrilla marketing.
We're still on the grind. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're still on the grind, and so I think that's the lesson is, and this is not a mystery. It's hard work and dedication. Period.
Yes. People don't
One
understand
hundred
that part.
percent. It's the thing with me, and I'll say this about entrepreneurship. When I spoke to my partner about whether or not I wanted to get my toothbrush in dental practices, I'm not hiring somebody else to do that. She's like, don't hire somebody else to do that. You call them. You talk to them. I don't care where you think you are on that ladder of success. You can never be too ashamed to do all the jobs that you might hire somebody for. Same thing in my office. You know what I'm saying? I'm even at the level that I'm at. I'm not afraid to sweep my floor in my office. Like, I'm not afraid to take x-rays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it all. I do it all. And as an entrepreneur,
The
you just really
CEO
have
has
to
to
wear
flip
Did
many
you
burgers, okay?
hats.
The
tell him to listen to
CEO
us?
has to flip
That's my
burgers, bro.
husband.
He
I
said he's
want to
trying to
tell
come
y'all
on.
That's my
a
husband.
very
Oh, okay.
interesting
He said
story.
he's trying to come on. Is he having
I want
issues on it?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I should be able to hold more. All you got to do is hit the he got
Oh,
to hit
he's
the
talking. He's
description.
talking.
I wanted to tell you a very interesting story that now that you said that.
Speak it a
So
little
y'all
louder,
have
bro.
Yes. Speak up a little bit.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I want to tell you an interesting story. Y'all familiar with the brand Ferrari and Lamborghini, right?
You better
Nah,
be.
never
Nah,
So
heard, never heard of
what is
it.
that?
right, the two famous Italian supercar companies, right? So I want to tell you a short story behind the birth of the brand called Pagani.
That's my
So
favorite car.
this right. So this the guy who invented Pagani, okay? He had a very love and infatuation for cars and art. And he always used to just design like cars and stuff like that as a kid and stuff like that. So he ended up going to school for like engineering, the automotive field and stuff like that. And a lot of people rejected him in the automotive field as he was trying to get these jobs. And the worst mistake Lamborghini did, they rejected his offer to go into the design field with them, but they hired him as a janitor. So
Oh,
as they
damn.
hired
So he
him
was snooping.
he was a janitor inside of there, and he got to learn all the ins and outs because he was already inside of there. And
Damn.
he had this idea of producing. He was pretty much the inventor of carbon for supercars. He started it, and Lamborghini did not have the funding at the time for carbon. So what he did was he rented his own machine that actually builds and makes carbon for massive items such as vehicles. And he eventually got promoted to work on the team with them and stuff like that. And Lamborghini, he was trying to get them to make their first carbon fiber made supercar because it would reduce the weight reduction and all that stuff like that. Lamborghini didn't have the budget, so they continued to reject him. So him being pissed off, he left. But he had all the jewels and knowledge that he needed from being that janitor and he started his own brand, Pagani. That is
Yeah.
and the birth of Pagani was made in the late 90s. We're talking about a 2.2 million supercar.
Yeah, Pagani and Pagani. For those of you who don't know, it's a supercar that is running in the very high horsepower range, and one of the very few, what probably like one out of the last three hypercars that you still can find in a manual transmission. He still makes manual transmission, not paddle shift, like 7-speed gear shifting with the clutch pedal. So, fun fact.
And,
But
and doctor, I wanted to respond to what she said about like her drive towards her entrepreneurship, with her 5-year plan and stuff like that. And I wanted to speak on the real. So yes, I've been an entrepreneur for 5 years, but my first 4 years, yes, I'm working independent, but I was working without structure. So last year, I created my own 5-year plan on how I'm going to move forward. And right now, I'm in year one of the 5-year plan.
bet,
So
bet.
That's good shit.
Shout out to you, man. That's what it is.
my next question that I have for you was a relationship based question. Since this is what we're talking about here, how uh how did you meet? How exactly did you meet your husband, and how did you know that he was the one? At what defining moment did you knew that was the one for you?
There you go.
So I've been married before. Um, this is my second husband. But I am and always have been.
We can't
Oh,
gloss
sorry.
over it. We can't gloss
Oh,
over that.
Sorry. Okay.
We can't
No, I
gloss
mean, not
over
that that has
that.
anything to do with this, but I just wanted to let you know that.
Wait, slow
that's
down,
one of the
slow
reasons that I
down,
knew I was ready.
slow down.
No, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
We can talk about it. My husband is extremely confident and secure. But I said all that to say that's one of the reasons that I knew I was leading into that. The reason that I
Okay.
knew that this was the one.
How old were you when you met your first? We're not going to stay too much on it,
When
but I
I
want
met-
people
when I-
to be
when I met
informed
him?
on what was wrong. And your
No,
first.
I was in dental school, so I was like 25.
So you got married very early.
Yes.
Okay.
I married very early. But your question was,
So hold on. Actually,
where did I
that's
meet him?
not
Where did I
really
meet my
that
husband?
early.
Oh,
That's
he got
not
married
really that
early.
early, guys.
I mean, well, that's when you should,
guess.
right? Like between
His
Well,
wife was
low
like
20s,
21.
low to mid 20s is when you should. That's your peak market value as a woman. Yes. So she was on
Yeah.
par doing the right thing, at least trying to.
Right.
And some things went wrong. The reason why I want not to dwell on it, but wanted to know, like, what did you find out that you understood? Where did you go wrong? Because a lot of us make mistakes
Right.
in our relationships. What do you think was like your biggest obstacle, or what did you do wrong that you knew? All right, next time I know I got this, right? Because a lot of people fail and they think that it's just over. Some people think they're not meant for marriage. But I want to know
No, I
what
was
is that you found?
definitely-
What did you find
I
out
was
about yourself?
definitely met for marriage. And why are you assuming that it was something that I found out that was wrong about me in the first marriage? No, it was him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't me. Like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a great wife.
Okay.
I'm a great wife.
Okay, gotcha.
Once I'm a commitment person. I'm not even playing. Like, it was nothing I did wrong at all.
Gotcha.
I'm not a cheater. I'm not a liar. Nothing like that. I'm straightforward.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no. Moving forward, no. He asked me where I met my current husband, and I met him. So there's a restaurant / bar in Brooklyn that we know both of the owners. Like, it's called Sweet BK on Nostrand Avenue.
Okay.
And we both know the owners. And that was a bar that I used to frequent, and I used to have events there. And he used to be there, but I didn't meet him till the day that I met him. Like, I was in there and I used to see him, whatever, but I never really met him. So I met him at a bar / restaurant.
There we go. So we're gonna
Is that him?
you tell me.
Huh?
He's kind of in the dark. I don't know if you can see it.
So
This is him right here, right? That look like your hubby?
I can't
Let me
see.
see. It says guest. He didn't put his name down.
You know
Does
what?
that look like your house right here? You don't know if that's your hubby house?
I can't see that little picture.
Oh.
That brother moves below the radar, bro. That brother moves below the radar because he's smart.
He does.
Okay.
He's very
Okay.
smart. But let me tell a story before he gets on here.
Wait, damn. It got cut off.
Okay, good. Let me finish the story. So we met outside. I was actually we had just finished an event there, and I was leaving, and he stopped me. And I can be honest with you, sir. The initial
All right.
attraction was definitely
We're
physical.
we're gonna get you in there. We're gonna get you in there. Matter of fact, let me just drag you on the screen so
Oh my god!
we don't. Let's
All
make
right,
sure.
I'm leaving. No, I'm kidding. All right, interview done. My husband.
There you go.
What's good?
What's
What's
happening?
good, Joe?
What's happening?
Yo,
The one and
you.
only, the
Yo,
one and only
let me tell-
Mr.
Jerome
Dr.
is on-
Bobby.
yo, Tech son, Antoine is on.
First of all, my wife gave a long version of how we met. I'm gonna tell you, brother. God controls everything. We gotta follow His suit. We gotta follow what He say, and we'll be good. That's it.
Gotcha. So we got to ask you the same question. How did you know that Dr. Bobby was the one?
Well, like she said, she's a boss. So she's a boss, and I wouldn't consider my boss. I'm a boss, but I trying to say this without being, like street or whatever.
No, man, listen.
I come from
No,
a rough.
do what you do.
I come from. I'm gonna put it like this. I come from a rough background, and I adjusted pretty well. I'm
What's
gonna
your
just
city?
say that. So
Brooklyn.
Okay.
I come from Brooklyn. I was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Okay, be Brooklyn, bro. It's all good. It's all good.
My husband's over here.
No, I'm not like that no more. I'm years removed. So, but I got morals.
Gotcha.
I got morals that I stand by, and like she said, I do that in all situations. Police, it don't matter. It's no picks with me. I give respect and I demand it. I don't ask for it. So that's my motto. Like, other than that, we met, and I knew she was the one because she was one of me.
Gotcha.
She was one of me. She was a lady of strong principles. She was a lady of her word. Like when we met, I don't know if she told you, from the day we met, she left me. And when she came back, she never left me again. We never left each other since. We've been together for 3 years since.
Well, tell a story right. Tell a story right.
Gotcha.
Oh, how she didn't give me none? How she the first woman that ever made me wait for months ever? So
you know what?
4 months.
Hey, slow down. I might have to check out of this conversation. It's too much information.
No, he's right.
It's too much information.
He said, "Wait, I don't want to know about all that part."
He made a point.
I don't want to know about all that part.
But we'll leave it alone.
Now, before you go, bro, we need to get this straight because we want to know if it's cat because Dr. Bobby said she dials it down. She dials it down. She dials down the boss B to like 35% when she get home. She 100 at work. She dials it down to 35% according to her.
Baby?
And her bro said it's cat.
My wife, her brother knows her. My wife don't do 100 or nothing. My wife is like on 1,000. You seen 100 of people. I'm sure you seen people.
So she don't turn it down and become.
My wife is on 1,000. You're around her.
But what about
No.
When I'm home.
Let me. The question is, does she dial it back when she get home to you? Does she become soft and feminine for you when she come home?
Oh, she dials it back for sure.
What would you say the percentage is? Because she said 35. Her bro said cap. What you say?
Yeah, because she's on 1,000, so we're gonna say she probably bring it back to 100. Still on the fucking 100. Okay. Babe, I'll be like, slow down, babe, slow.
Always. Okay. He be like, slow down and say it again.
He the one that could tame a lion.
We are Leos in that household.
We're both Leos.
He could tame a lion.
We are both Leos. I'm a lioness.
Can I say this?
That's
Can I say this?
fucking
Because I don't know how long I got. I don't know how long I got. Like I said, first of all, it's God, but my wife is just a fucking amazing woman, as anybody could see when they come in contact with her. She's just such an amazing woman. So it only God that gave me strength to be able to be the man, to be able to be in her life, and we just combine our strengths in different ways. That's all. And she does turn it down. She adjusted. She adjusts.
That's dope because I don't know if you were able to hear this part of it, but the problem with career-driven women, go-getters, boss bees, all that, right? We generally hear them say, no, career first, don't care about none of that. He gonna have to come to me and blah, blah, blah. We hear all that. Like, you watch it, you see these podcasts, you see how they go.
Mhm.
It's either one or the other. You're saying, and your wife is co-signed, like y'all got the balance. So I'm so happy you came up and was able to co-sign that, because people don't feel like there's ever a balance. A lot of men fear um, watching their female elevate, not because they don't want her to succeed, but what comes
Right.
with that success,
Right.
right? That loss of respect, right? Her being around other men who were doing what it is that she's doing and feeling and just awakening insecurities
Yeah.
and different things. There's a lot of that, right? And it's a shame that we feel like that
I get
sometimes,
it.
but a lot of men are scared of that, or just don't want to be bothered because of some of the nonsense that comes with it, right? Because it's extremely rare to find a gem that's going to be able to be so accomplished, right?
For sure.
Be getting it and then still say, you know what? She said it herself without your presence that you run a household, and she trusts you to do that, and she trusts in your leadership. And a lot of people who feel like they get established, they forget it's not about that. Like your man is going to protect you. Your man going to jump in front of a bullet for you.
Most
Right,
men.
and right. Well,
Fact.
that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the idea, right? And just trusting in your man's leadership, right, and understanding that he got your back, and he's going to make sure that you are always good, and you both are going to enable each other as far as your success is concerned.
Yeah.
And that's
You
a
know what I
beautiful
got
thing.
out of
That's
this?
what I like to see.
Somebody's talking.
You know what I got out of this? The biggest part that I got out of what the both of you said, husband and wife, is that, you know, the two of you never changed who you are.
Right.
I think one of the biggest problems with human beings as an individual is they try to change themselves for the likes of the other person. If you have to, in my opinion, in my respectful opinion, if you have to
I don't know
change
if you guys can
yourself,
hear this.
and I've made this mistake before, if you have to change yourself for the likes of other people,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, you're also going to expect them to change for you. You are making yourself become the best version of them and taken away from becoming the best version of yourself. And I like how you brought who you are and how she brought who she was and brought your forces together to create an imperfect balance.
I think that's a great point. I think
Yeah.
that's a great point. I do. Antoine, it's great to see you, good brother.
Same here,
One thing I
brother.
would add to that, and I think that one of the things that uh, that Dr. Bobby and Antoine have done in a very savvy and sophisticated way is that anytime two people get married, especially like in terms of our families, just I don't for Smoove, for your listeners and your viewers, you know, we come from like big black families. You know what I'm saying? Like big, a lot
I
of
told him I'm his
personalities,
big mama. Like it's
like a
huge.
lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like
A lot of people.
a lot of that black family stuff. And so when two powerful people come
The rah rah.
together, the rah rah and everything, the rah rah and everything else, bro, the rah rah and
Yep.
everything else.
Everything
But when
in
two
the spectrum.
strong people come together, it's also it's about the extent to which the partnership can navigate the nuances and complexities of bringing those two families together. So
Right.
I've officiated weddings and I've been in a lot of weddings. And what I always try to tell people is like, yes, the wedding is these two people, but what it really is how do you bring these two families together?
Families.
So
Yes.
and so they have been very savvy and very smart and very humble about bringing our two families together. And I think that's the
So
recipe
important.
for longevity. Now listen. Some relationships don't require that. But
Right.
if you come from a family that's an active family, a lot of siblings, a lot of aunties, uncles, whatever, or like Dr. Bobby, you got a lot of siblings, a lot of aunties, you know, then you have to do the work of bringing the families together because the families are what makes you ask me how somebody said earlier on this program, Smoove, how did we get to 25 years? Is that we did a lot of work early on to bring the families together. So like my family loves my in-laws. My in-laws loves my family, but it took a long time for us to get to that.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get to that. And that's the work of a marriage outside of the day to day. How do you live together? How do you take care of your bills? How do you take care of your kids? How do you, enjoy each other and live outside of everything you have to do in the capsule of your own relationship? You also have to like figure out how you cultivate and sustain the long-term relationship between two families. And that's not easy to do, and a lot of people ignore that in long-term relationships.
Yeah, and that I'm telling you, that's the hard part. Because a lot of people do not understand that, man. Like you don't understand how much appreciation I have for this, because I go into battle with women who feel like the man is just like at the end of the list, right? The last thing that they're thinking about, right? And for her to be doing everything that she's doing a lot more than a lot of men do out here, right? Like to be running 2 offices, to be having an invention and then pushing it, jumping on Shark Tank, getting a deal, and worrying about distribution, worried about sales, worrying about promoting, worrying about advertising. That's a lot of work, man. I understand it. I'm pretty savvy with the business side. I know what type of stuff she has to go through. And then to still say, look, homeboy, the head of household, I respect him as a man. It's just different, right? And I understand you doing your thing, but a lot of women, regardless of if you are established or not as a man, once career-driven women sometimes get up there, they don't. So this is a great example of it working, right? Showing that it's possible for you to still show love to your husband, to still cater to your husband, to
and
still.
I'm proud of it.
Yes, and she's proud of it, right? And says it before he jumped up here and the homeboy came on and co-signed it.
No, we represent each other very well.
Yeah,
yeah. He talks about me and something. We know what we have.
That's if I'm allowed to say, that's important too. It's not one side. It's not like about what she does or what like how she holds it down. It's about you giving back the same thing and supporting your spouse in anything that they do. Like a lot of times it's hidden sacrifices in that. Like it's things that I put aside to support her as well as she does with me. You know, like
sweat
we support
equity,
each other
babe.
all the way. Like Jimmy said, the Big Mouth event, I'm there. So that's time.
Yes.
That's time
We're on the
hustling.
floor, bro.
We killing 2 birds with one stone. We together and we hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I got another.
you just got to make it work.
I got another question for you, doctor. I'm gonna ask you like Barbara Walters asked Donald Trump. Are you ready for some tough questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it with the glasses. All right.
He done threw the glasses on for you.
Here's my question.
He done threw the glasses on for you.
What
Go ahead.
was
Another one.
Go ahead.
At what point? What was your lowest point in your journey on your entrepreneurship?
So, just for clarification, you mean with Big Mouth? Because I've had a couple different businesses. You mean like
I'm talking about
my
your
business in terms of my office?
I mean collectively. What was the lowest point that you had?
So it wouldn't be Big Mouth because Big Mouth is there hasn't been many lows with that. But there has been lows with my practice, right? So I would say the biggest low with my practice, and that is, entrepreneurship, was when I had started the business. I built up the practice and everything, but I was renting the space where I was. And I had my landlord at the time came to me and was like, because my lease was about to be up. And even though the business itself was kind of going good, it was not profiting. The business was not scaled. It was not profiting. I was literally, everything that was being made I was putting it right back into the business. So I wasn't making any money.
No profit margins. Okay.
At all.
Gotcha.
And then at this time, the landlord comes to me and says he's going to raise my rent by $1,000 within the next 2 months because he is counting my money because of the flow he sees of the patients, I guess. Okay. So he's like, she's making money, she's making money. Right. Yeah. But even though I was making money, I wasn't profiting. He didn't understand this. And so he raised my rent above what the margin was for that area.
What state was this?
New York.
Oh, damn.
So commercial properties, they can do that. I'm a landlord and I can't do that with my tenants. But commercial properties, you can do that.
Damn.
So I hit an all-time low where I had to take out more loans to basically purchase the building that my practice is in right now. So that put me more in debt. And I'm being honest, I'm being completely transparent. The lease was up. He said that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play dumb black girl real quick. Like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Give me 3 months. But at the same time, I was getting my credit together. I was getting the best loan possible for me to buy that practice. And where my Brooklyn practice is right now, I own that building. But it just took a lot.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? It took for him to really be a jerk about it, but it made you elevate to the next level.
Absolutely.
Right? If you didn't get that push from him, that negative push where he was trying to run it up on you real quick.
I put $100,000 into his building.
Damn.
With the plumbing and the electric. I put all that money into the building. But there's nothing you can do. Like, and I'm speaking to my dentists out there, like, if you're renting and you put all this money into this practice, once your lease is up, you really don't have much control.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
They own the structure. Once the lease is up,
they
it's
own
like,
the structure. Nothing you can do about it. It's their property.
Yeah. I have a question on that.
Hold on. Before you ask this next question, I just want to make this statement clear. You know, there are a lot of forces, a lot of gatekeepers, a lot of banks, a lot of landowners, and a lot of landlords who, when a black woman is trying to do something, they want to stand in the gap and block that.
100%.
Right. And so it's a weird situation. It's a weird situation. Like
100%.
if they have terms for this when black people trying to sell their homes, and you gotta get a white person to come in to show the home so people don't think they're buying from a black person. This is what Dr. Bobbi has dealt with her whole career at every step, at every office that she had to open, her invention of the Big Mouth Toothbrush. What essentially is happening is that she's overcoming gatekeepers that are in place that turn away so many entrepreneurs. And so Smoove and everybody on the call, just so y'all know, like it is about overcoming some of the barriers that we don't always see. And so that Candy, thank you for sharing that with this audience, because there's things you had to overcome that other entrepreneurs may not have to overcome.
Yeah, and that, but you know what though? No matter what, right? We're always going to face obstacles in the world. No matter how you spin it, there's going to be roadblocks and different challenges in the way. But there's two different types of people in this world. There are people who do it in spite of, and there are people who can't do it because of. And only one of those types of people is going to win, right? So we're gonna we're always gonna see people that are in the way. We're always gonna see haters. We're always gonna see people who are trying to stop it. But if you are, when I get my mind on something, I am hell bent on the idea. I can't see defeat. I can't see myself taking a loss. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time, and I'm gonna be chipping away at that time. I'm gonna get it. Anything that I ever tried to pursue in my life, I got it, because listen, I'm going to execute, right? I know there's going to be things in the way. It's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be roadblocks. There's always going to be challenges. But if you on your grind, don't be discouraged. No matter why people are hating on you. There's going to be people who are going to hate on you because you're a woman. There's people going to hate on you because of your race. There's people going to hate on you because of your religion. There's going to be people who hate on you for many different reasons. But in spite of that, you persevere, you lock in, and you make it. And you have a perfect example of what happened with that. I have to stop the show for 1 second because we got a baller alert. Hold on just a second. Let me drop that bad boy on the screen. I don't want y'all pocket watching too much over here and try to raise the rent on my ass.
Right.
But, I am putting this joint on the screen. And I'm probably going to let it be
$100 from Miss Panda talk time.
Yeah, there we go.
I like Dr. Bobbi's energy.
Yes,
she's so animated.
Yeah, look, she must have saw the damn sure. I would definitely. That's exactly what I was expecting.
It's
when
not
I
the first
I saw the Shark Tank situation. We're gonna jump that video again.
It's not the first time. You know what, Miss Panda?
You know what,
Miss Panda?
But she said she loved your energy.
You know what, Miss Panda? Thank you. I hear that in my office a lot. This is how I keep my patients. This is how I have built everything that I have. Like, it's literally part of my personality. So thank you. I've been told by some people that I'm too much. So I love you for saying that. Thank you. Call me whatever you want. I'm me. Thank you.
Yeah, she loved the energy. So that's what's up. That's a big dog donation right there. We certainly appreciate that for
Thank
sure.
you so much, Miss Panda. I hope to see you in my office. Are you in Philly?
Well,
Hope to see you in my
we'll
office.
see if she throws another comment on.
Yeah, tell her I'll give her a discounted whitening. I'll give her half price.
Oh yeah.
I just want to see her. Tell her to come to my office. No, I'm
That's how
serious.
business
Let's do
happens.
that.
That's business
All
right
right.
there. Hey, Smoove,
Oh.
Smoove.
What up?
That's happening on your program right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I will definitely give her a half
Listen.
price cleaning.
Listen. All right. So
Yeah.
look, y'all come in, y'all scream, chew the fat. All
Yep.
right. I'm gonna put her other comment on there only because she dropped them.
No, you guys got to get on
Hondo.
You got to get on his YouTube. I sent the
No.
link. You have to scroll down. They're not listening.
They're not listening. It's
Get
in
on
it's in the description.
It's in the description.
of
It's in the description.
yeah. Oh no, the other one's coming up.
Oh, Barbie, I love you. No, look in the description of the podcast I'm on.
Hey,
Okay.
Smoove.
You're welcome. You're hilarious.
I want to give a shout out to your team for
Yeah.
not just for bringing Dr. Bobby on. That's great, but for focusing on relationships because I'm telling you,
That's true.
I've been looking at this for a little while, and the world is moving into a space where cisgendered heterosexual men and cisgendered heterosexual women are drifting apart, right? Which I'm not making any LGBTQIA statements. I'm just saying to you that when you look around the world, they're drifting apart. And the only thing that I will say that's a little bit political is that the Black community, the Latinx community in America, especially, we can't afford that drift. And so, to the
Come on, man.
extent that
Call
we
it for
can
what
have
it is.
conversations, to the extent that we can have conversations where folks can understand and learn and tease these things out, like honestly, like having Dr. Bobby and Antoine, and I don't want to like out Antoine, but like Antoine's like a real ninja, yo. He's a real dude. And so
Gotcha.
like the fact that they have come together is a really powerful thing. It really is. And so having them talk about what they're doing and how they run their business and what their relationship is a great classroom for young people and for all your listeners and viewers to kind of understand how you can make these things work in a very complicated global society where men and women are being more and more compartmentalized and not really
Yeah.
having the same kind of shared experience.
Yes, and it's a
Completely
shame
agree.
because we're drifting apart. I think that social media has played a great deal on it, right? I think it's absolutely exacerbated the issue. What's happening is we have people who are not forced to be social conventionally, right? So everything that's done is done on the phone.
Fact,
When we meet each other in
fact,
real life,
fact.
it's like awkward, right? It's so awkward. Have you seen some of the parties lately? We used to get down. We was jamming. We was dancing, right? Like right now,
I miss my
what?
gala parties.
Wallflowers. Everybody just posting, hey, look, I got hookah and bottles. I'm like, yo, what we doing out here?
Yeah, I got
Like,
a hookah and bottles.
The only people
Chilling.
if you do see somebody dancing, it's just girls with other girls.
Smoove, you're not old
That's
enough to
funny
understand
right
this.
now.
But Smoove, you're not old enough to understand this. But the parties I see amongst young
I
people
might be.
is
How old do
like,
you think I am?
bro, I'm 52, about to be 53. The
Okay,
parties,
He's supposed to
I'm
be.
close. I'm 44.
oh man, bro, you look
Yeah,
He
great.
didn't know
You look
that. He's like, what?
fantastic.
hey, look.
You look Yo, you look smooth,
Hey.
bro. You look
You
smooth.
look
You look
smooth. You look
smooth.
smooth.
You look
I
smooth.
appreciate you.
But you're old enough to know that the
Yeah.
parties that we enjoyed as young people was literally about like grinding, getting close, getting close.
Yeah,
The parties
yeah.
that young
Oh, I
people
did
experience,
The
plenty of
lover
grinding.
lover.
What?
the parties that young people experience now is about
It's a
capturing a particular image.
fantastic.
It's not about proximity or closeness or anything like that. So
True.
it honestly is a different world for relationships in the 21st century.
For real, understood. And listen, I'm teaching my children differently. That's the most we can do, right? As a society, is teach your children differently. There's so many different things that we just don't do as parents, right? Unfortunately, we have to expose our children, at least in my humble opinion, I expose my children to everything that is available in the world, right? Because I don't want them to learn it from school. I don't want them to learn it from a teacher who is not concerned about the actual game plan, but wants to show them the world. Like there's so many people who are doing the wrong thing that at least I can offer it to them with context and say, listen, this is why you will never involve yourself with this. So that curiosity is gone. Their peers cannot amaze them when they show them these things. So, I try to make sure they're well-rounded individuals. I'm very pleased with their performances so far. They're not interested in all of these worldly things like that.
How many children? How many children do you have, Smoove? If you don't mind me getting personal.
No, that's all good. I got it's. I'm out here, man. It's a boy and a girl. I got a 15-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl. So yeah, it's a rich man's family according to.
So Dr. Bobbi, I want you to connect me directly with Smoove so I can have him on
Boy and a girl too.
Evening Words on WRD in
I already
Philly.
told him about it.
Okay.
Talk about
Yeah,
that whole
Smoove.
thing.
I do a segment on my show called Brotherly Love because you and I both have rich man families. I just want to be in conversation with you on Philadelphia radio to talk about parenting, father, all of that stuff. Let's do that.
It's black owned and it's Black History Month. Let's do it.
I'm for it. I'll definitely jump down. You know me. I'm
standing on business right now, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm standing on business. I'm gonna be quiet. I'll be quiet.
I hear you.
That's great. So, listen, and it's been a pleasure to have everybody up here, man. You brought the fan, you brought your bro, you brought your hubby in the building, and he co-signed it and said, "Listen, man."
She does take it down a little bit.
He co-signed it.
A little bit. She takes it down.
I'm very fascinated with the video. I'm gonna run the video one more time just because.
He's gonna put the Shark Tank video.
I'm going to put the part that I
He's gonna run it out.
I cut out. I did like a little edit where I kind of eliminated a lot of the music because I didn't want to get copyrighted, but I'm going to play it again because there were some people who didn't get to see it who just jumped in. So I'm going to play it.
Why do you do that
up? The world's population.
Okay.
We're talking about gum disease.
It's only a minute.
Most people don't know that your mouth is key to your overall health. Your mouth is the gateway between your heart and your mind. And most people don't even realize how easily infection can travel between these three very important points. Periodontal disease or gum disease patients are 2 to 3 times at a higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease and stroke. Now, sharks, who wouldn't want this state-of-the-art, fly in your mouth dynamic toothbrush?
It's close, Kevin. It's close.
Very close. You know what it is? I'm struggling with the loyalty because I know this is going to
I'll take that deal.
Yeah, Barbara. Yes.
You wasted no time.
The corker is
You wasted no time.
Barbara.
Yes, and shout out to you again, just for bagging the deal. Because a lot of people.
Who put that? Yo, hey, Smoove. Who that cut together? Who edited that piece that you just put?
I edited.
Let me tell you something. That's an excellent edit. An excellent edit of what it was, because I don't know if people know this, but that's a long show. It's a long program. It's different. I mean, I don't want to get into the weeds, but it's like different phases, different things. That's a very professional edit of Dr. Bobbi's presence on the show. And just so y'all know, Dr. Bobbi did more for them than they did for her. And I know that's hard to understand, but like she did more for Shark Tank than Shark Tank did for Big Mouth or Dr. Bobbi. Like we was already good, bro. We were already okay, all right?
So many times we can talk about that too.
I believe it.
No, it's true.
And I appreciate you understanding craftsmanship. The one thing that I focus on the most, I'm a writer. I did a whole series, 95 series. It garnered 4 million views on the channel. But what I'm gonna say is this. Writing is my passion.
I did not know you were a writer. I thought you were like a video TV talent show host. I did not know.
I do video too. I do filming. I do editing. Content creation.
The edit on that Shark Tank piece is the best edit I've seen of that
Seriously?
so far.
No, I appreciate it. Composition is important. I try to bring a message. One thing I did is kind of mastered the minute. That's what garnered my attention on Instagram, TikTok, and all that, and YouTube Shorts is by just putting together a 1-minute piece that's going to cover an entire thought. So even if I have to edit someone else's material, I can say, all right, I know I need this part. This is impactful. This is important. This is important. You know what I mean? And
it's definitely getting across, bro. It's definitely getting across. And look, I just want to say to all your listeners and viewers, you just said composition, yo. I hope y'all understand what that means.
He's a word genius.
I was a believer once I saw 95 series.
Yeah, so it's a good series. It's a little bit on the other side of things. It's a lot of real street individuals in there. You'll recognize some people in there, some heavy hitters from Newark, DMV area, even Jacksonville, New York. So it's a good look.
I'm gonna make my second orthodontist watch 95
series. What? Say it again. Say it again. A1.
I said I'm gonna make my second orthodontist watch 95 series with me. But I have one more question.
I hear you, bro. It is almost time to wrap it up. But if anybody else wants to jump in, I'll give them a few. If y'all have any more questions about it, it doesn't matter what it is. And right now, we're going to direct the questions to Dr. Bobbi. Whatever it is, it could be about teeth. We didn't cover mating with bad mouth enough for me because I was really interested in that.
Yeah,
that's just
let's talk
so
about your
bad.
story. So your story was basically before we started talking about relationships and stuff. Smoove started to talk about his dating days, and he said that he encountered a woman that he was about to be intimate with, and he kissed her on the mouth for like 2 seconds and realized it smelled and tasted like death. So he stopped and he did the neck route. He did the let me kiss her on the cheek route. I asked if it was a no deal. He said, "No, it wasn't a no deal, but I just kissed her on the neck a little bit."
How dare you?
I was like,
The power of Christ compels you.
So the way he described it, and this is real. The way he described it, that smell when you kiss somebody and that taste. That
Taste of death.
It's probably not halitosis. It probably means they have a tooth rotting in there. That like if you kiss somebody and you taste it, you normally don't taste halitosis. You smell it.
Yeah.
You'll smell that bacteria, and it's not contagious. Somebody asked me that.
Halitosis is contagious. It feels like it's contagious.
Look, listen. I mean, I know what you've been through, bro. So it's like, but in all honesty, halitosis is not contagious.
Gotcha.
It is chronic bad breath, so you definitely smell it. If you kiss somebody or if you talk to someone and you're within their personal space, you're gonna smell it.
Yes.
So you should smell it. So you know not to kiss them.
And anybody who just jumped in.
Don't worry, Smoove. I got this for you one time.
Go ahead. Emotional damage.
I got one last question for her though.
Okay.
All right.
Where can I get your product? And when can I be?
That's a great question, bro. That's a great freaking question.
Wait. Where can you get it and what?
I'm gonna tell you.
Where can I get your product? And
I'm
more
gonna answer that.
importantly,
Okay.
when and where can I start my sessions with you with my teeth journey?
Okay. Well, check this out. The link is in the description for the Big Mouth Toothbrush. Go ahead and get it right in the description. So once you pull it up and you see the title and everything, hit more. The link for the Big Mouth Toothbrush is right inside. Anyone who is interested in supporting, from what I understand, it is a great product, and I'm going to be shipped a platinum one, and I will keep you updated.
Yes.
Yo, Smoove. Listen. No, hold on. Smoove and ChewTheFat are standing on business right now.
Oh, you already
With
know.
the
Listen,
Big
man,
Mouth Toothbrush.
we got to support, man. We got to support.
Definitely.
Listen, I love the
I'm
ambition.
getting whatever the best one you got.
When somebody's passionate about it and they execute, they put in the work, you got to support it.
No, absolutely.
And especially if it's going to be a good product that's going to make you not have stinky breath and running around kissing
That was
people.
amazing. You
know
try
what I'm
to
saying?
toothbrush,
Like,
you're not going to use another. You're not going to use
Spy in your mouth, and you got two goons. Me and Antoine going hand to hand with it. For real.
would you?
Me and that brother right there. Y'all see that brother on the y'all see that brother on the screen who's married to my sister who I love? Me and him going hand to hand with it.
Okay.
Out the trunk, whatever you want to call it. Out the trunk, hand to hand. We got toothbrushes.
So what I want to say is, thank you, baby. What I want to say is, yes, you can get the toothbrush direct to consumer on the website. Definitely hit Smoove's link. It's actually on Amazon. I'm on Instagram. The toothbrush is on Instagram. Big Mouth Toothbrush. I am Dr. Bobbi On TikTok, I am Dr Bobbi Licious, and you can everything. All the links are in the bio. But
I'm clicking on them now.
just to be real with you guys, this is an amazing product. If you try it, you're never gonna use another toothbrush, and that's why it's so successful. Like
Never gonna use another.
you're never gonna want.
All right,
another
let me ask you this.
toothbrush.
I had a question about that particular thing.
Yeah.
Do the heads change? Pause.
So
We got the subscription plan. Wait, Smooth. Smooth, you know we got
change.
Smooth. You know we got the subscription plan where we replace the heads exactly when they wear out, bro.
Bet. See, there you go.
So what I was gonna say is when you purchase the Big Mouth Toothbrush, it comes with an extra head. But like my brother said, yes, we have a subscription service for where you sign up for it and it comes twice a year. You get it for like $25. And you don't even have to worry about purchasing another toothbrush at all. $25 and you get 2 heads.
Bet.
Some of these other
Dr. Bobbi designed the machine, the motor that powers that spa in your mouth. The woman you're talking to designed that, bro. And I would love, it's Black History Month, right? Everybody talks about inventors. My sister invented a motherfucking toothbrush. Excuse my language.
Yellow tag. He just
Tell
yellow tagged me.
tell the FCC to come for me. Tell the FCC to come for me, bro. Tell them to come for me, okay?
Oh man.
All right, babe, turn your camera off. He's showing the camera.
Oh, I could
turn off your camera, babe. Turn it off.
No, I could take him out.
Yeah, he's showing the couch and stuff like things.
Yeah, we don't want to see the inside of your crib, bro.
Yeah, he's over there doing other things. But
no, we definitely appreciate the brother coming through though, for real.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's magic, Smoove. The magic that you have with the superstar Dr. Bobbi and her brother and her freaking husband. That's magic, man. It's good relationship stuff. That's my family stuff, bro.
I absolutely
all right, so I'm looking. I'm on your site right now, and I just want to ask you a couple questions. I see some of the products. So explain what's your the Big Mouth Compact LED mirror.
That's something for the ladies. Okay, so
perfect gift.
So this is the thing. I do a lot of trade shows. My team goes to a lot of trade shows. We've done BeautyCon, we've done Essence, we've done different dental conventions. And a lot of these conventions put us in the beauty realm, right? So they put us in the beauty sections, which is great, and I love it because I have a lot of people that follow me, and a lot of my friends are like beauty influencers and stuff like that. So I made some beauty compacts where the influencers that like to have these lights that are on their phones, now you have this huge like bright LED light that you can use to fix your makeup or put it behind your phone to take a selfie.
Nice. Now, I got a question. How on earth...
Talk about entrepreneurship.
How did you increase your presence on social media?
That happened before Big Mouth.
So you
That's a great question. That's a great question, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a better answer than Dr. Bobbi, but I'm gonna let Dr. Bobbi go first.
Don't answer it. I got it.
It's tough. It's tough. I know how I did it, right? But it's very difficult for some entrepreneurs to be able to increase their social media presence for their products, right? So how did you just apply personification where you just used your celebrity to market it, or did you have other strategies that might have helped you?
No, initially it was definitely my personality that built the foundation for it.
Got it.
Before Big Mouth, during ACEs.
Got it.
But it definitely expanded once I had a product.
Okay.
Because there's more outreach with it. So I was still doing like TikToks, and I was still doing like different crazy stuff. I was recording everything. Like my friends would call me the paparazzi because I would always bring out my camera just to record what we're doing. We're in Thailand, we're in London, we're wherever. So that's how I built my following. And also, once I got to New York, I became the celebrity orthodontist because I was put in rooms where there were celebrities, and I would treat them, and then they would just spread the word.
Nice.
So that's
word
where the foundation
of mouth.
Yeah, but it's also
Word of mouth. Word of mouth. Word of mouth. Word of mouth.
Word of mouth is everything, and it's also about you giving an amazing service. So yes, they will come and see me. They go, "Oh, it's a black woman dentist," because at that time they didn't really understand the difference between orthodontists and dentists. So it's like, "Oh, this is black. Oh, that's gonna be my dentist. She's gonna be my dentist." So it got to a point where it was like, we didn't talk about my oral fixation. That's how I got. So basically, I designed,
And,
tooth gems.
and all of y'all with the dirty minds, cut it out.
I'm sorry, it's called oral fixation. So
A whole
basically,
other
real quick,
business. We talking about a
it's a
whole
whole
other
nother
business right
business.
now.
We
A
talking
whole
about
other business.
entrepreneurship. So before Big Mouth, I designed my own line of tooth jewelry. You guys know how people like having the tooth gems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I designed my own and I patented my own line of tooth jewelry called
For all my
Hosis.
VC folks out here, it's still a great idea that can be
It's still
blown.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I did a customized piece for Fetty Wap and his production company. And that's what blew everything up. As soon as people saw that, they put me in a lot of different rooms really quickly. So that was where the fan base came
Now,
from.
let me ask you, did you do it for free or for the low?
I did it for free for some people. So Fetty Wap's company paid me.
Okay.
But they paid me. But the people that they referred me to, some of those people I did it for free.
Because they were celebrities.
They were definitely celebrities.
You got your money worth out of the advertisements?
Did I? It takes three minutes or less to put it on. So it's not even that much chair time.
Got you.
So it's like, why not?
Yeah.
And so basically I did custom pieces. I had like zodiac signs. I have zodiac signs. I have symbols. I have diamonds. I have gold heart stars, like silver. I have all of that.
Nice.
Still.
Nice.
So I'm one-upping these dentists that just have these little like nail gems that they put on their teeth. You go in their offices, they have these little plastic things where you get the little shots fired for real. I got real gems. I got Swarovski crystals.
Shots fired.
Are you not entertained?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So to me,
that's how it was
that message that I got
is
you used your own celebrity. You were able to use other celebrities.
Yeah.
And that is actually a very effective method, right? But you still put in the work because not all of us have access to celebrities, unfortunately, right?
But you know what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I really think that Instagram and TikTok, you can build a platform off of authenticity.
Yes.
They love just seeing, like if I post a picture of me, it's just like, okay, I might get like 300 likes or something like that.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting there talking to you, they want to feel and see that.
Yeah.
If you have a brand, you've got to be more than just your product. Your brand has to be you. It has to.
Yeah.
No one's gonna buy
I think that
just your brand.
One of your strongest attributes is your ability to sell.
Yes.
If
that's anybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
that's what
honestly, that's exactly right. And honestly, for the people who are watching, right? Like, yes, Dr. Bobbi's a great personality. She has that talent. She can tell the story, right? She can be on your show and talk, whatever. That's great. But she also went to school forever, bro. She had to do HBCU at Howard, yo. She went to school forever, yo.
All right.
No, that's legit.
Right.
That's legit. That's
Right.
legit. That's one of the best attributes
Got that
you can have.
shit
Dr.
over with.
Bobbi, can you tell them how many years? So after you went to undergrad, Drexel, dental school, Howard, you still had to do like different certifications, different things.
Right.
Like, what's the total yield of the year?
So after high school, I did 4 years of it. Like 10 more years.
10 years. Holy
including my residencies.
smokes.
So, I mean, it is a lot.
Years.
It's a lot, but I went straight
decade.
through.
You see what I'm talking about? Like that's different, yo. That's different, yo. That's different.
I gotta ask you this. How long did it take for you to pay off your student
Pay
loan
off.
debt?
What you talking about?
Wait, what?
Maybe we're still paying. Maybe we're
let
still.
me
Break it.
ding, ding, ding,
break it
ding.
down.
Finish her right now. I don't care who's watching. That's the last bill I'm ever going to pay. That's the last bill I'm ever going to pay. They can see me in my grave for that. Sorry.
Wait.
But
explain.
That's honestly. Can I tell y'all a secret?
It's not that I don't pay it. Like I'm gonna pay the minimum on that. I own
Dr.
properties.
Bobbi's 1,000% right. And listen, don't record this. Don't record.
No, you
Don't
can
record
record
this
it. No,
later.
what I'm saying is to you guys that have student loans, you don't have to make that a priority. I feel as though
Dr. Bobbi's speaking so much truth to everybody with loans right now.
Look, the way this economy is right now, look, make that the last thing you pay. Pay as much as you need to pay to get by.
100,
Do not
100.
try to pay those off. Do
100,
not try to pay your
100,
student
100.
loans off.
Now, this is
Sorry,
Smooth,
definitely.
but
wait,
that's
wait,
how I
wait,
feel
smooth,
about it.
smooth,
This
smooth,
is
We can
this
smooth.
talk
You
is
know,
about that another
way.
smooth.
time, but
No,
This
I'm
is
no, no,
sorry.
no. Let me just say this. Let me just
hold
say
on.
this. The
My
reason why I
TV
can,
not gray,
I
fam.
gotta
the
I gotta
reason,
stop you there.
the
I gotta
reason
stop you
why
there.
I can co-sign like that is because I have my student loans forgiven under this administration. My wife had her student loans
But
forgiven
they've
under
been
this
raping people.
administration.
They've been
My
raping people.
mother-in-law had her student loans forgiven under this administration. So I'm telling all my
Stop it.
sisters,
They've been
everybody
going
in my
crazy with
family,
people.
just hold on, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know if they're gonna give me that, but go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
so this is definitely unorthodox
Very much
advice, and
so.
some people are going to call you crazy and me crazy for
Please
entertaining
do.
it. But what I want to know, oh damn, we done fell off.
Oh,
My bad.
sorry, that was me shaking the table. Shaking the table. Sorry about that, Trev.
We get excited when we talk, Smooth. We get like,
Yeah. No, that's all
you
good.
start.
It's all
Gotta be
good.
heard
So
with
no,
all
but
them people in the
what I'm
house.
saying
Yeah.
is most people would say, no, don't do that because yeah, that looks good. Thank you. Um we're told to pay it off quickly, right? You don't want that because here's the problem. You get that interest. That interest is crazy.
Yeah,
Right?
interest
And it
can
gets
be crazy. You have to
yeah, so it
It
takes
consolidate
the
is, but
longer.
before.
smooth. Here's what I would say. I would take a more balanced approach. So you're right, Smooth. Excellent question. Smooth is a great journalist. Like y'all saying, don't pay your
Appreciate you. You
bills,
called me a
brother.
journalist. Oh man.
People
Yeah,
want to pay
you
their
are.
bills. But smooth. Listen. For this, if you look at the data at what they're trying to do and how they try to find the loopholes, and Supreme Court blocked them, and they try to find other ways to do it. If you just look at what they've been doing,
I need a
it's
sensor.
136, 137 billion they've forgiven.
Yes.
And definitely people need to be looking at that and trying to figure out how they can do that. But Dr. Bobby is right and smart, and this is the vanguard of this same shit. Excuse my language. Is
You
that
could no, you can say that. That's
Yeah,
fine. That's
shit is
okay. That's
fine.
acceptable.
okay? You don't have to pay it because they might find a way for you to not have to pay it.
Because
Do you
you
understand
shouldn't
what I'm
have
saying to
to.
you?
You shouldn't have to pay all this money. I'm sorry, censor me. I don't care. You should not have to pay all this money to get an education here. Like,
Yeah, I
you
think
should
it's
not to
unfair.
get
It's
undergrad,
absolutely
Me,
overpriced.
undergraduate
It's
listen.
education
absolutely
is
overpriced.
about
It's overpriced.
NYU is $75,000 a year.
me,
Yeah.
What? Yes. What?
listen, me, my wife,
That's so crazy.
and my mother-in-law.
It's
Okay,
so crazy.
forgiven. And it's different ways to do it. There's a lot of paperwork and Smooth. If you want to have a different show to talk about like the way
We
they gatekeep the resources or access to the resources just by people having to fill out these different things and give all this
nah, but they
information.
have the
Black people don't
resources.
trust
Look where it's going. You see where New York
it.
is right now. Where is it going?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that another show.
That's a
Yeah.
whole other thing.
Because
Yeah.
that, yeah, no, yeah, no, because that was a bold claim. I had to at least, explain
Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah,
viewers,
yeah.
Bro,
like, wait, what are we doing?
bro.
Because
You just convinced
Yeah.
10,000 more people to think about it more critically. You just did
Yes,
that.
just
yeah,
think about it.
and
Just
that's
think
the
about
whole thing. That's the whole thing. Critical thinking. I'm a fan of critical thinking. I think we
Yeah.
should always examine everything because a lot of us just don't know, right? Ignorance is what stops us from winning
Rampant.
most of the
It's
time, right?
rampant.
It's
Move is
because
rampant.
we don't know how to approach it. We don't have a game plan, right? We don't have the knowledge. We don't have financial literacy. There's so many different games to play financially, and I got some strong people in my corner right now who are helping me out. Shout to the peeps who know who you are, who are steering me correctly and financially and just understanding finances. A lot of us don't understand it, right? And it's a culture, right? We weren't taught that when we were young. So how do we know? They don't teach you that in school, right? If
Not
not,
at
at
all.
least definitely not
Yeah,
through high
but
school, which is where a lot of us stop.
to your listeners, Smooth, you sit next to somebody who does have that knowledge. You
Yep.
bringing people on who have that knowledge. Let's get the knowledge however we can get it. Let's get it how we got to
Yeah.
get it.
We'll
And
come
that
back
you
on.
have to seek it though. You have to seek it. I definitely urge people to seek it. However you can. There's no excuse no more for ignorance because back in the day, my parents, with the struggle and all, bought us an encyclopedia and we picked up what we could. We had our library cards and all that. But right now it's at the tip of your fingers, right?
Yes.
Remember
But
library
Right
cards?
wait,
Remember library cards?
Ninjas reading encyclopedias. Dr. Bobby
Encyclopedia.
grew up in a household where
People
brothers
read
was reading
It
encyclopedias in the
came to our
bathroom.
doorstep.
In the,
Yes. That's
I'm
very
not
true.
exaggerating.
That's
I'm not
that's
exaggerating.
TMI.
I pulled something up on Google for y'all that y'all was just talking about. So altogether, there are 21 countries that are providing free education. Germany,
Yes.
Finland,
Yes.
Norway,
Yo,
Yes.
Austria,
yo,
Sweden,
yo, I
France,
love the
Greece,
Crazy.
data point. I
Did
love
you
the
hear?
data
Did you hear
point.
Dr.
Czech
That's why
Republic,
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
ChewTheFat is my shit now. That's why ChewTheFat
Belgium.
is my shit now.
Hey man,
That data
listen.
point right there. That's
Yeah,
why.
a lot of
That's
cats been
why.
Why are
missing
we
out.
paying all this
A lot
money
of cats
for?
been missing out, man. I want you to share this because
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish. Crazy.
Belgium, Spain, Iceland,
21?
Argentina,
Yeah.
Did
Egypt,
you say
Ireland,
21, bro? You said 21?
Yeah.
21
yeah,
countries are providing free
Supposed to
education.
be the number one
Turkey,
country in the
Brazil.
world. We're supposed to be the number one
Supposed to
country in
be
the world.
free college education, not just high school.
I,
Because
I,
at the
free
end
I
of the
college
day,
also looked.
education.
I also looked up those statistics. The United States has the highest tuition costs in the entire world.
Come on,
yes,
bro.
Of course.
Come on.
For
yes,
nothing.
Come
and
Because
on.
and the
everybody's
highest
Come on.
graduating with no jobs.
pharmaceutical
They're
costs, medical
graduating
bills.
with all this debt
We
with
are
no
getting
jobs.
ripped off in so many ways, and nobody does anything about it. It's a
It's
shame.
crazy.
We're
It's
getting ripped off
nuts.
in so many ways. The
God
healthcare
forbid you
system
go over there
is
and get
out of
education. You come back over
control.
here,
Like
you're worthless.
we are paying crazy price. Our used cars are out of control. Nobody
Bruh.
else's used cars cost what it costs over here. People just find ways to
We are
hustle you, man. We paying way too much for way too much.
we are going
I'll
on
keep it.
so many different subjects.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
all over
wasn't
the
we
place.
talking about cars in the
I'm how
beginning?
y'all here
Wasn't we
till like
talking about
three.
cars in the
Yeah, so
I'm how
beginning?
y'all here till 3 in the
Yeah, we
morning
gotta wrap it up.
messing with me.
Statistics on
Wasn't we talking
That's
So
about
okay. You can close it
Lamborghinis
whenever
and
you want.
shit
I'm gonna let
earlier
everybody.
on?
I do Friday nights. We actually are changing locations after February. So if people want to come down, you gotta book it fast. But I'm gonna be
Exactly.
doing some
Isn't
heavy
that
booking. I
crazy,
might even throw
Don?
some more days in than Friday.
So crazy.
But you gotta book it fast because
Move, you gotta come on my show, bro. You gotta come
I
on my
will.
show,
I
yo.
promise you.
All right?
Pause.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up there.
Not a pause. Wait a
I just
You
looked
missed
it up.
it.
I did miss it.
Medicare.
I did. I missed that.
Yeah, you did just say pause, yo. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We're on national TV. You talking like it's just me and you in here. You talking like it's just me and you.
What's his brother's name right here?
That's A1G's
A1Gs.
relationship talk
A1Gs.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay. A1Gs. Okay.
Right.
I
Just
just
wanted
looked
to
it
know
up
his
on
name.
I just looked it up on Google. Also, for as far as Medicare, there are 43 countries in the entire world that provide free healthcare or access to universal healthcare for at least 90% of their citizens, according to the Hudson's Global
Nowhere
Resilient
near
Job
that.
Numbers.
We're nowhere near that number.
Nah,
However,
not even close.
Brazil is the only country in the world that offers free healthcare for all of its citizens.
They
Damn.
do.
Wait,
So check
Cuba
it
doesn't.
out.
Wait, hold on. Yo, hold on. Cuba does not offer health care for all of its citizens. Are you sure? Cuba.
According
Well,
according
they
to this,
probably went through.
Brazil is the only country that offers it for 100%.
Yeah, I need to see that, bro. Send me put the link in the chat. I need to see that because Cuba
Yeah.
should be doing that for their
I
citizens,
thought
Put
they
at
that
did.
least in
down
terms
there.
of the propaganda that they send to
Put
us.
that down there. So check it out.
Okay.
I want you guys to give out your closing thoughts, and then we're gonna kind of wrap it up within the next few minutes. So anything that you had to say in closing, go right ahead, and then I'll close the show. But yeah, go ahead. Anything you got?
You start with.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm never
Go
scared
ahead.
to speak. I'll go first. Um, Smooth, great show.
Appreciate you.
You got Dr. Bobby on here. Like
Yeah, I
that's
know. That's a good
that's
look.
that's some good stuff. And what she's done and how she's done it is an extraordinary story. So thank you for platforming that, bro. And the content here is great. So anytime you want me on, cool. But can I just get the connect so I can bring you on my show so I can blow up my
Nah,
show like we
I
just
we
blew up
got
with
your
it.
you.
show?
I got you.
We with it.
All right. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Everything.
All right. Now, definitely appreciate you, brother.
The doctor has spoken.
We definitely gonna link. I'm gonna have your sis give you my info, and then we gonna do what it do.
We'll go over
Yo,
this
smooth. You ain't know I was almost as smart as Dr. Bobby. You didn't know that. So that it's
He's
throwing you
way
off a little
smarter.
bit.
Hey,
It's
listen,
throwing you off a little
He
bit.
has a
give her this.
PhD in hip hop. Okay.
I'll give her this. She definitely mentioned you before
Yes.
we even started the show.
Thank
and,
you.
And mostly good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly.
All
Thank
right, brother.
you.
You have yourself a good night and keep in touch. You already know. I'm gonna definitely
Absolutely.
run through your show. I'll be in Philly, bro. All right.
Love you.
Hey, when G's, what you got? I'm gonna bring you to the front of the congregation. What we got?
I simply wanted to say, please give me her information on where I can where her office is at.
Okay,
Like
is your office listed on your Instagram?
It is.
All right, I got
I'm
her
gonna give it.
Instagram link in the
I'll give
description
it.
as well,
Come
and it's
to
in the
Philly.
bio.
Come to Philly,
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
about to
Come to
send you. I'm
Ace's
about to
Place
send
in
you. Yeah,
Philly.
because
Oh, I didn't knock him
I
out yet.
clicked on I clicked on a couple of the pages and I was trying to find like the address or something. I didn't. Um. So maybe I got to dig a little deeper because I know there's a lot of
Pause.
Instagrams that you have. Pause. Pause. But yeah, please, if you can point that to me, I'm trying to jump on that. I want to jump on that.
No, I'll
Yo,
definitely.
hit me up, bro. Hit me up, bro.
You already. All right.
Yeah.
So
So
y'all definitely have a good night. I'm gonna get them out of here real quick while
Definitely. I can speak. Or?
Yeah, you good. You can keep talking. Distract them while I do this stuff.
My office is in the Mayfair section of Northeast Philly.
Yell
It's
it. You
off-
better yell that. Don't say
It's
that real quiet.
in the Mayfair section of Northeast Philly.
Somebody
It's on
tell
7439 Frankfurt Avenue in the Mayfair Professional Medical Building on the second floor. It's definitely in my profile on Instagram. Smoove has it. The name of my practice is Aces Braces. On Instagram is Aces Braces or All Things Dr. Bobbi. My personal Instagram is I am Dr. Bobbi. TikTok, Dr. Bobbilicious. All my information's there for the Big Mouth Toothbrush as well as my practices. You can DM me. I check my own personal DMs on I am Dr. Bobbi. So if you want to reach me directly, you can do that. If you have questions about my practice or you want to make an appointment, you have to go to Aces Braces on Instagram. What I want to leave the people with, just real quick, is sorry.
Not yet.
Entrepreneurship.
Not yet.
There are many levels to entrepreneurship. You know, the biggest thing is just to get it started.
Yes.
Just start. If you're in a 9-to-5 or you're thinking about just owning your own business, you can start your own business with $300. You can start an LLC with $300.
Yes, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. I just opened a new one this year.
Thank you.
Yes.
So even if you're just thinking about it, if you're thinking about that's something that you want to do, even if you don't have a product, even if you don't have, a 5-year plan like me and the brother were talking about, even if you don't have that, if you think it's something you might want to do, just take that first step because there is a certain relief in knowing that you have an LLC.
Yes.
Or that you have a business. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be working wherever. You could be a janitor somewhere. And
you can lower your tax liability.
That's true. You can run a few things through that. That's another show. But you can write a ton of things off through it. But just take that first step. It doesn't take much. A lot of people think, oh, I'm a boss. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh, no. $300. Open up your LLC. He will definitely have people on here that can talk you through that. If not,
absolutely.
DM me.
I definitely got some cats.
Do that. Be an entrepreneur. Work for yourself. It's not that hard. And then you guys know where to find me. Big Mouth Toothbrush. If you want to talk about wholesale deals, the Big Mouth Toothbrush at gmail.com. My team will take care of you. And it was an absolute pleasure to be back in Philly.
It was absolutely
with my homie from Delaware, which is crazy. This is a different type of podcast for me, yo.
Yeah, you like this one?
It's just more relaxed. I'm more me. Like I can be. You have my brother
let
on
your
there.
hair down. Yeah, it's whatever.
100%. I'm not like
we keep
my name is Dr. Bobbi, and yes, I made the Big Mouth Toothbrush, and I did it.
No.
It's like, yo.
See, one thing that I understand. One thing that people have to understand is that, like, learning, being informed, right? It doesn't have to be boring. Nah, it doesn't have to be boring. Like, why shouldn't we enjoy it? Why shouldn't we have fun? Why do we have to come outside of ourselves and just be like weird? Like, no, I'm me all the time, and I encourage everybody to be
transparency all around. Yes, I have degrees. Yes, I've traveled the world, but I am the same person. You'll see that when you meet me. Exactly.
Yes.
You will see that same person. You know what I'm saying? But I love the fact that you make it more comfortable for me to be that person.
Absolutely.
Answer all these questions.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think I've been on the podcast where they ask me about dating and my relationship and stuff like that. It's always
Oh yeah,
about
we with it.
business.
No, like
no, I love it. I love it.
That's just how we do it. That's just how we do it. We always have fun on this side, and we get
I'm
to it.
super transparent,
And,
but I love it. Thank you so much for having me.
Not a problem. Thank you for. I'll let you do the honors because we didn't do a vote. You got to pick one, and one of them's got to go away. You got to pick one. We
One
always
of the
pick
cars?
A car. Yeah, we always pick a car. I'm gonna make some room for you to do what it do.
So, it's like a no-brainer to me.
No-brainer?
To me?
I don't know what kind of girl you are.
No. I'm always gonna go. No,
I'm.
I'm very partial to the shiny red.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah,
well, sorry. The classic has to go. I wonder if this one clicks. I don't know. No, it doesn't. So you have to. You kind of.
So what I have to do?
This one doesn't click back. Most of them click. Like 90% of them do. That one doesn't.
It doesn't. All right.
So you just have to kind of push it. Wait. You got to wait for the sign.
Okay.
Ready?
And just
Goodbye.
Yep. It didn't fall off.
Wait. I need more flicking my wrist.
We're gonna do it one more time.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Bam.
Mustang wins. We appreciate you. Thank you again for tuning in. Hope to have you back. If you have not hit that subscribe button by now and you made it this far, you slipping. Please do. Dr. Bobbi. Shout to Dr. Bobbi. Thank you so much for making a great show once again. Please do share this video. I'm sure you know someone who would love to enjoy this entertaining and informative video. Please do come again. And as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.
Stay hungry, never thirsty. You heard it from me. Stay hungry, never thirsty. Okay? Y'all are just coming on. We're about to wrap it up. We finished.